Welcome, YouTube. It is basketball time. The Milwaukee Bucks, the defending world champions, taking on the team that gave them all the fits in the world last time when they played in the NBA playoffs, the Brooklyn Nets.
Yes, it was.
You know this guy?
Mm-hmm.
You are?
Anthony.
I'm Daddy. I'm taking care of that little echo problem here.
Yeah, we're having technical difficulties currently. We're trying to get this solved.
It's called lack of brains on my part.
Yeah, so we're having several technical difficulties trying to get the game on, and as we have Wayside Way, watch out for deer, the Happy Hodog,
Hodag,
that's what I was trying to say. Fear the Deer and Nick saying at the Philadelphia Wings game, but still here.
Oh, the Wi-Fi must be spectacular at Wells Fargo Center.
Oh, yes, the Wells Fargo Center is pretty good Wi-Fi.
Fantastic Wi-Fi. We are figuring out a way for us to be able to watch this game and still be able to comment with you because we are Sling users.
Yeah.
So we're going to make that work out momentarily. In the meantime, number one, thank you for joining us. Number two, if you haven't told us where you're watching, tell us where you're watching. And if you're watching the replay of this, like, share,
subscribe, and hit that bell. Ding,
ding, ding, ding. So I'm going to plug in right now to my Sling here on the laptop, and we may have to use that. So if you can entertain the fans. So tell us, update us on the Wings game, Nick. Tell us how that's going.
Oh.
And this is the Major Lacrosse League, I believe that.
Yes, the NLL, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
It's either the NLL or the PLL. I don't remember which. But I think it's the NLL. Not sure. I'm sorry if I said that wrong.
That's all right. It is all right. Now, these Bucks coming into this contest, tip-off scheduled for 8:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
We are good with the broadcast up here on the screen.
Yes.
Now, these Bucks, I don't believe are fully 100% healthy, but they're a lot healthier right now than the Nets.
Yeah, Brooke Lopez and Pat Connaughton, both with injuries. But on the other side of things, the Brooklyn Nets with one of their newest additions, Ben Simmons.
Oh, those are evil words here in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
If you don't already know.
And Kevin Durant out. It kept KD in a top 5 player in the league. But here we go, NBA countdown we're watching here, and they pose a really good question. Where does Giannis rank among best players in the NBA right now? Joel Embiid, I think, is better right now at this point.
At the moment, Joel Embiid is playing as well as anybody in the NBA.
Yeah.
I have to give James Harden ridiculous credit for how he played last night for the Sixers, our home base right now here in Philadelphia. The Sixers, with James Harden playing for the first time, with them playing at Minnesota, a near triple-double. I believe it was 27, 12 assists, and 8 rebounds. He was just off the charts. Wayside Wade, you are here for the long haul. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Big time. I will ask for those of you who are watching us live, when you get the chance before you go to bed, stick us on replay, because that is how we actually take advantage of getting watch time hours for monetization. Yes. So, I mean, we love you being live with us. I mean, that helps us as well, certainly. But the big way is when it comes to monetization. You ever watch Stephen A. Smith, as we are right now on ABC, and his thoughts, his commentary when he is silent, but yet you see his hands moving, and he's going. It would be really funny to try and translate what he's not saying, which is always fun. We were just witnessing, as they went to break, a recording of the pictures on July 20th, 2021.
That's a great day in Milwaukee sports history.
A great day in the history of the city of Milwaukee in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
We're going to link in the video what we were doing at that time, that night, when the Milwaukee Bucks won the delayed World Championship. Delayed because of COVID, of course, when they had to start the season late. But the delayed World Championship, this is how we watched and celebrated the Bucks' first NBA title in 50 years. Go bookmark it. Go check it out if you haven't seen it.
Yes, and we have actually, if you look in the through the channel, we have lots of Bucks content. We have videos about the Bucks market. We have my reaction to Giannis signing his Supermax deal. That means he's going to be in Milwaukee through, I think, 26, 27, something around there. You have, of course,
let's go ahead. Just keep mentioning. We'll get to the comments.
I'm trying, and we have and the Bucks went to the NBA Finals. There's too much for me to remember.
That was another insane day because it was the day that you and Mommy finally got to Philly and met me here when we finally moved. You drove halfway across the country. We went to a symphony concert, and then we saw the Bucks clinch the Eastern Conference title.
Yeah, and just to get to Philly, we didn't get to a hotel until 3 a.m. We left at 7, and we left at 6 in the evening. Didn't get to our hotel until 3 in the morning. So, yeah.
Wayside Wade saying that you keep hearing so many different things about public watch hours, what counts, what doesn't. You wish it was straightforward. You wish it was more simple.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube doesn't want it that way.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, they purposely make it hard to figure out.
Yeah.
But our attitude is if we can get way over the 4,000 that are required for the year, 4,000 watch hours, and we know that we've got it just based off of things that are not live, then we know we're good. And I think the reason that they do that is because you can't get ad revenue out of watching a live video. They can't stick their ads in.
Yeah. So
that's why they don't count that. Like the ads that we're seeing right now for Batman IMAX movies.
Yeah. And Amazon.
So this is without commercial interruption. Brought to you by Sorgy Stories.
Yes. But as you mentioned at the start of the stream, we have a big matchup here. The Milwaukee Bucks beat the Brooklyn Nets in the semifinals in the Eastern Conference last year. I think the Bucks should have won that series, no matter what. Mm-hmm. The game plan of Mike Budenholzer, the Bucks coach, his game plan really just wasn't effective. And when Kyrie Irving of the Brooklyn Nets got injured, we just got lucky. We should have won the series no matter what, as Wayside Wade saying, yeah, I agree and appreciate the honesty.
No problem. Thank you.
With a robot emoji.
As we're about T-minus 7 minutes to tip.
Yeah, and we're seeing Kyrie Irving. He can only play on the road because of the vaccine mandates in Brooklyn. So he hasn't been playing much because of the Brooklyn policy that says home players. This doesn't make much sense, but home players can't play, but road players can play.
It's because it's a New York City policy.
Yeah, it's weird, but that's how that is. Kind of weird. Don't know why New York made it that way, because that's honestly giving the road team advantage when they come to the Barclays Center.
The guy who's standing behind Mark Jackson, who's in sort of that off-green sweater, I think I know him. I think I know him. If it is who I think it is, it's a Bucks superfan, Andy Gorzalski, who is in the front row at this game. Of course, now we are seeing Giannis Antetokounmpo, the defending NBA Finals MVP, who in that Game 6, when they clinched and won the title of the Phoenix Suns to clinch the NBA championship, what you're seeing on screen right now, if you're watching the live broadcast, or we are on the second screen, that may have been the greatest clinching performance in the history of the NBA by any individual. Wayside Way discussing the favorite food, by the way, which you can get inside Fiserv Forum,
where this game is being played.
Toll Road tried to tell me you guys don't eat cheese curds anymore since moving east. I didn't listen. Only kidding. We have found cheese curd locales.
Yeah, there are videos on the channel, chicken curds. You all know about that, unless you are new. And If so,
I think our 4 viewers are all experienced
that's what I
with
thought.
that. So that, and we are still going to have to invest in an air fryer at some point.
That's what I'm telling you. That
we're going to have to switch out the sling feed here.
Yeah, let me do that quick
before we get the tip off. It is 8:34 Eastern time. 6 minutes to tip.
Your clock's behind.
Actually, that's true.
8:36.
It's less than 4 minutes to tip.
Yeah. We have all sorts of clock times and fun stuff like that.
Right.
Let me try to fix this, and
we'll be in good shape.
Let's see if it'll actually work for me.
Let's see. Wayside. Cheese curds are in our blood, literally. The cholesterol, at least. And that working on getting that off, both of us here.
Yeah, I'll let Daddy take over while I figure this out. But I'll be right here.
And going back to that, are we seeing a scene on our computer that's from West Virginia?
Yeah, we are.
We were just momentarily.
On the TV.
But when they won that NBA championship, that was one of those moments where if you're a fan of a team, it's one of the happy times that you remember where you were when something happened. Each of you, what are some of the happiest times that you remember where the whole world was watching something and you remember where you were when that happened and it was sort of a worldwide event? We think about that so often with the sad times like 9/11 or where Kennedy was shot. But there are certainly plenty of happy times for us. When was that for you? Go ahead and comment on that. Tell us what you think when it comes to that. Where were we? Right here. We were upstairs. We had just moved. We were together in the house for 17 days after I had come early to Philadelphia to start working in person with my job and to beat the truck in case the moving truck came early while Carrie and little guy, or Anonymami and little guy. Oh, you know my wife's first name anyway. But we love to call her Anonymami. She got here late with Anthony because
the truck came late.
Right.
Just saying. But
also to sort of wrap up things back in Milwaukee while I had to be here for the truck in case it came early, which it didn't. But we were here for 17 days. Our house was still an unpacked mess. And we were watching with boxes all over the place and a whole bunch of stuff that we were trying to figure out. And it was one of those amazing, amazing nights. Absolute amazing, amazing nights.
Okay, I think.
Let's see. Wayside Way commenting that epic 3-pointer by Jordan. I don't remember where I was, though. Are you speaking of when he clinched the Bulls' 6th NBA title when they beat Utah in 1998? I believe that may be what you're referring to.
Yeah.
That, I don't remember where I was because, frankly, I'm not a Chicago Bulls fan. I am a Bulls loather.
Yeah.
Not necessarily as bad as you say it was, like, as if it's like the Minnesota Vikings or the Dallas Cowboys or anything like that. So.
Okay.
But yeah, that was for most basketball fans, that absolutely is embedded in their memory when, as you mentioned, Wayside, top of the key, right before the buzzer, pretty close to the top of the key when he shook off Brian Russell, had a wide open jumper with 3 seconds left and clinched that championship. I still remember the Bob Costas call on the NBA on NBC.
And we're having more problems. This is behind. Okay, we're gonna have to figure this out.
Okay. Let's see.
So if you see me looking at another screen, that's not because I'm trying to get our feet up. I think I'm just gonna have to redo this.
We'll fix this here. We'll fix this. We'll get this to work.
Yeah, one way or another.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Yes. As we have 6 in the chat. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Hope you're having a good evening.
Feel free to chime in with us as we discuss this Bucks-Nets matchup back in Fiserv Forum. We have one game watching video experience at Fiserv Forum.
That's right.
That was back when we went to see Marquette play North Dakota State. That arena is so off the charts. Incredible. Best arena I would argue, in the NBA. And for Milwaukee to have an arena like that, incredible. Just incredible that something in Milwaukee can be the best of the world with something like that. So we're just getting the broadcast set here.
Let's see if you can figure this out.
So we can watch my laptop if we have to.
Yeah, we are. We have several things.
We are efforting, as they like to say in the broadcast world, a whole bunch of different options. Boatload of options here.
Oh, that. Oh, you found it! You are a genius. You are such a genius.
On rare occasion.
This is the 5th time I've said that today to him. You're not on a rare occasion.
The only bad thing is on this laptop, I don't think I can cast it.
Well, I'm going to cast it now that I know where to go and find it.
Also, Wayside mentioning Joe Montana to John Taylor, Super Bowl 23, as San Francisco beat Cincinnati in January of 1989. I remember that game because I was asleep the first 3 quarters. That game wasn't very good. And I slept through the first 3 quarters. All the action was in the fourth. And San Francisco won that game with 34 seconds left in that game. It is 2-2. The Bucks and Nets are tied in Milwaukee. And the Nets are in charcoal gray uniforms. So I'm sorry that I'm wearing the enemy colors tonight. That wasn't on purpose. The Milwaukee Bucks are in their regular white home uniforms. It's now 4-2 Brooklyn. The Bucks are playing on a court that we never saw when we were back in Milwaukee. The sort of fractal green along the baselines as Bobby Portis misses a 3, but Chris Middleton with the recovery of the rebound. And
I kicked you off.
You just kicked me off because we're trying to get the broadcast on the screen, and that's okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. As Wayside Wade chimes in with the discussion of the Icky Shuffle, whom you currently see on ads with cold cuts.
Oh, which ones?
I forget whether it's Progressive or Liberty. One of those crazy commercials where you forget what product it is, but you remember the commercial. Which means it's not a very good commercial because you forget what product it is. And you don't go and buy their product. Why do you make a commercial like that?
I did the wrong feed.
Oh, you did the above the ring camera.
Uh-huh. I don't know what that does, but
I mean, as long as we know the score, that's okay.
Well, let's just do the traditional and then figure.
All right. Why don't I get the above the rim?
Yeah, you get the above the rim.
So you get the traditional.
So we'll get both perspectives. Oh, that's an awesome look.
Oh, it's a beautiful view.
So now we're gonna have it. We have double screen, so we won't miss a thing in between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Brooklyn Bucks.
And I don't want to miss a thing. Yes, I'm singing Aerosmith live as the Bucks and Brooklyn Nets are tied at 4. Bobby Portis missing a free throw.
Don't miss your free throws.
But the Bucks court is this beautiful shade of forest green that matches the pine forest of the state of Wisconsin. But now they have sort of this differing fractal green all over as Portis misses the second one. So we're still tied at 4. But this really cool pattern on the ends of the court itself. Wayside Wade, for you Packers fans from the 80s, and I can empathize. Brent Fullwood fumbling for the 50th time of the season.
Seth Curry, no good. And Seth Curry, a new addition to the Brooklyn Nets.
Part of that
Philly.
Harden for Simmons trade.
Yes, as now we have the Bucks with the ball.
It does not appear to be a sellout crowd in terms of attendance, though I know that the Bucks are, I believe, sold out for most of, if not the entire season. I'm coming off a world championship, but yeah. I still think it's not as COVID safe as it is, for example, here in Philadelphia, as it's now a 6-4 game for Brooklyn. But I don't believe Milwaukee's in the safe zone. as Chris Middleton with a beautiful drive off the glass to make it 6-6.
We need like a ching sound effect every time he makes this. Cash Money Middleton.
Come up with something. We'll have to come up with something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sound is also all like copyrighted and stuff. And I was just kicked off again.
Again, because of stupid stuff. I don't know why. I'm not even watching your broadcast.
It's crazy.
And it still wants to kick you off.
It doesn't like me.
Yeah.
It doesn't like me.
Okay, I'm getting loaded.
We're getting the main broadcast loaded up back again on the main TV, which you can't see way up there. Yeah. All right. While we're getting that taken care of, what are you snacking on? What are you enjoying food-wise tonight?
Come on.
Tell us.
TV, if you don't work, I'm gonna smack that TV.
Tell us what you're eating tonight. I probably have a pizza waiting, which I'm guessing I'm going to make at halftime. You might like the pizza I've got.
What do you got?
It's sort of a sweet barbecue chicken.
Oh, okay.
You might like it.
Who knows?
This is just not like you?
Yeah, it doesn't like anyone today. I'm going to try this one more time. And it wasn't even playing the thingy thing.
The thingy thing.
That was not. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm confuzzled right now. Confused plus puzzled. Confuzzled. That's a school term.
He needs to enter the recombobulation area. For those of you who don't know, the Milwaukee Airport, Mitchell International Airport, actually has something that is an official zone called the recombobulation area. It's where you go to put your stuff back on, if you take your shoes off and your belt off, when you go through the security checkpoints.
There we go. It's Giannis down on the floor.
Giannis went down wearing his bright yellow shoes that match the old Mecca jersey style.
Those are his shoes.
That's true.
Nike. But how about for a second we talk about the blockbuster deal in between the Brooklyn Nets and Philadelphia 76ers.
Especially for our Brooklyn fans who are out there. That's true.
A Sixers fan. So, what happened in the deal was Andre Drummond, Seth Curry. Who else? Andre Drummond, Seth Curry, and I'm forgetting someone.
That dude who just refused to play.
Yeah, Ben Simmons. I totally forgot about him.
Bucks up 12-6, by the way.
And some picks. 2. Brooklyn for James Harden. And did they get someone else in that deal? James Harden.
I forget.
What's his name? Oh. Nick, if you're still in here, please help me.
But the point is that they upgraded their talent in terms of the biggest player on the roster itself.
Yeah.
Adding James Harden, making them an instant contender. But it does put them in position where the Sixers have to win now.
Drummond with
stuff to make it 13-8 Milwaukee. 7:17 left in the first quarter. But Philadelphia is in a must-win mode at the moment. I mean, they have to get it done. Milwaukee answering with an and one.
Is that who is that? Was that? Okay, who that was?
Was it Holiday? No.
Is it Javon? Is that Javon?
Might have been.
Let's see.
Drew drove the lane and dished with a beautiful.
Serge Ibaka! Alice.
He didn't like Serge Ibaka initially.
We gotta find that clip of me saying Serge Ibaka. I think it was the Detroit-Pittsburgh video we did.
The Detroit video, yeah. I'll go find it here.
Ibaka at the line and he hits it. So, and by the way, your Milwaukee Bucks starting lineup. There you go. At point guard from UCLA, Drew Holiday.
Oh, who was the guy who was
Who's our PA announcer?
The PA announcer. I mean, I know who the Bucks guy is, Eric Jensen.
Yeah, of course.
But I got to look up the name of the guy who did it for the Sixers forever.
That shooting guard from Duke, Grayson Allen.
Oh, the legendary Dave Zinkoff did it here in Philly. And Julius, the Doctor Irving.
At small forward from Texas A&M.
We're being silly. We're being
Chris
silly.
Middleton.
If they do like at Brewers games, Milwaukee Brewers games, where they let a kid be the PA announcer for like 3 batters, he'd be perfect.
At power forward from Athens, Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And at center from Arkansas, Bobby Otis.
Or as his nickname is, Bobby POTUS.
Yeah, Bobby POTUS. Oh, and we lost a viewer viewing our interest. Good. That's fine. That's perfectly fine with me.
Let's see. Wayside Wade mentioning he remembers Don Beebe and the greatest comeback in the NFL at the time. That is referring to our discussion as sort of the where were you when you watch spectacular happy moments. That is referring to the 1992 AFC wildcard game between Buffalo and Houston.
Oh, that one.
Houston being up 35-3 in the third quarter, a 30.2-point lead, and they blew it.
Houston Oilers.
Buffalo.
Houston Oilers. Houston Oilers not number 1.
Buffalo putting up 35 points in about 20 minutes of play to take a 38-35 lead. Houston tied the game, sent it to overtime, and then Buffalo answered back with a field goal in overtime to win it.
Wow.
41-38. The biggest comeback in NFL history. And that was the playoffs, but the biggest of any type in NFL history. Just bonkers. And it teaches you never say never. Never say never when it comes to sports and your team losing. That's why I always stay in the building, even with your team down and down big, because you never know what's going to happen. Never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So far in this contest, as we're going to take a look at the stat sheet, the Bucks have a Bobby Portis dominating this game at this point. He has as many points as the Nets himself with 8.
Wow.
And that in just 4 minutes of play.
Yeah.
That's the impressive part. And Serge Ibaka with 3 so far in Milwaukee, as Giannis is apparently just chilling on the sideline at the moment.
I couldn't tell. That might have been pregame. I couldn't tell.
I thought that looked live. Yeah, he's not in at the moment.
Where's our 5th guy on the floor? Oh, there we go. Okay, so currently on the floor for the Bucks, we have that's going to be Chris Middleton, Serge Ibaka, Drew Holiday, Grayson Allen, and Bobby Portis.
So proving that they can win without Giannis on the floor potentially. But Brooklyn had more rebounders there, and they grabbed the basketball with 6.5 minutes left as they try and cut into an 8 deficit at the moment as they're being doubled by the Bucks 16-8. For those of you who've never been to Fiserv Forum,
it's amazing.
Number one, the arena is amazing. It's at 16-10 Milwaukee as the Brooklyn Nets just added to their point total. But it is because they have developed it into the kind of place where if you're going to go for a 7:30 game, you go at noon.
Oh, good. The TV is.
And
that's good. Awesome. Great. You get the above the rim cam. Let's see if it'll
let us join the broadcast, or is Sling completely frozen in itself? We shall find out here. Okay, we've got Sling cam here.
Okay.
As Bobby Portis just had a little bit of some sort of foul issue.
Grayson Allen coming out for the Bucks.
And the ball going back to Brooklyn. But the amount of great restaurants, great pubs, entertainment that all surrounds Fiserv Forum is spectacular.
We have Wesley Matthews on the floor of the Marquette.
On National Marquette Day, by the way, ring out Ahoy with an MU rah-rah.
Yup.
But just all the different opportunities to have fun before a game. It's just amazing.
And today, if you are a Marquette and Bucks fan, you could see a double header at Fiserv Forum.
Kyrie Irving with a deuce to make it 16-12.
we all. Oh, that's okay. We're still fine. It doesn't matter as long as we have it on the device. It's fine. But yeah. So Sling's not being nice to us.
And right now, the Nets are not being nice to the Bucks as Kyrie Irving drives to the lane to cut it to 16-14 and has a 3-point play opportunity here. 4:57 left in the first quarter.
As Jordan Nwora will come in for Chris Middleton. Nwora, I've heard compared to Middleton, such a great player, and he's just got so much talent. Nwora does.
Bear with me for a moment. I guess shared on social here.
Yes. So, we have we have a doubleheader at Fiserv Forum. The Marquette Golden Eagles beating the Butler Bulldogs earlier. We almost streamed that game, but we decided to move it back to tonight for the big game of the night, prime time, all that fun stuff. So yeah,
what just happened?
Oh,
it's okay.
There we go.
Okay, we are.
Okay, we have it on the Twitters now. So 1 point game.
On the Twitters. The tweeters. And the ball movement for the Bucks.
Bang!
Getting the ball to Serge Ibaka in what seems to be his spot on the floor. Sort of that right wing 3-pointer right behind the 3-point arc to make it 19-15 and end that 7-0 Nets run. Irving attempting to answer, not there. Only the Bucks were underneath the basket to rebound that ball. Right, if we were back in Milwaukee right now, as Drew Holiday drives to the lane to make it 21-15. If we were back in Milwaukee right now, I would imagine you would probably have both chicken tenders and cheese curds in your system.
Yeah, I'd probably.
Or you'd be enjoying them at the moment.
Yeah, probably have some Culver's chicken tenders, cheese curds.
But no, they don't offer that at Fiserv Forum.
Oh, I thought if you were at home. No, if we were
in the arena.
If we were in the arena, I'd be having Chick-fil-A or Auntie Anne's. Very good food at Fiserv Forum.
Spectacularly good food. But do they? I forget where they have cheese curds.
Yeah,
I think they have like a homegrown Wisconsin cheese location.
Yeah, they do.
Where you can buy fried cheese curds.
So, 21-17.
3:28 left in the first.
Who's that at the
quarter?
line?
Let's see. Zoom in. We'll be able to tell.
Check your little scoreboard thingy thing and see who number 21 is.
Let's see. What I'm going to do is separate that so we can shrink that down, and we can then look at the live stats while I'm watching the game.
As I think Brooklyn, they drilled the free throw. And that for Brooklyn is...
Makes it 21-18. That was LaMarcus Aldridge,
who came out of retirement to play for the Nets.
And the Bucks just answered again with Serge Ibaka.
Hey.
To make it 23-18. Ibaka with 6 already tonight.
Giannis back on the floor.
Actually, that makes it 8 tonight for Serge Ibaka. But Brooklyn answers themselves to make it 23-20.
Yes. So, Bucks seem great. As Holiday.
Now the
Ibaka!
Again, Serge Ibaka.
Rebound?
We can't do play-by-play, buddy. We
Okay,
can't do play-by-play, but we can react to what we're seeing here. And the problem is that the Bucks are leaving guys wide open for threes, like what you just saw that tied the game at 23. All that one coming from Goran Dragic.
Who the Bucks almost got.
Sadly, they did not get their hands on him, and that's going to keep Brooklyn competitive in this race. As
block air balls.
That might have been partially blocked.
Okay. But the Bucks did get someone from the Nets. As they got my man from the West Virginia Mountaineers, Javon Carter, picked him up from the Nets off waivers. Great pickup.
The last West Virginia Mountaineer who played for the Milwaukee Bucks, Joe Alexander, didn't work out so well.
But
first round pick didn't work out.
Javon Carter played against the Bucks in the NBA Finals last year. Played pretty decent off the bench. I think he'll be a good player.
In time. Now, I also have to be very careful tonight because as much as I Love my Milwaukee Bucks. And I will always love my Milwaukee Bucks. And I will not mention any names. My boss is a Brooklyn Nets fan. So I have to be nice. It might help if you're nice too.
Yeah.
But someday we want to make sure that we check the schedules in future years for when the Bucks and Nets play in Brooklyn.
We got to get to that.
As well as up here in Philly, as well as in New York at Madison Square Garden, as well as Washington, D.C. Four NBA arenas within 2.5 hours of our house.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. No, not in Pittsburgh, 5 hours away. Got Boston.
Boston's about 5-6 hours.
Yeah, so
5 hours. Now, the really cool thing for us is that we literally could walk from our house 7 blocks to a regional train station. Take the SEPTA regional train. Not going to say where we're located, but take the SEPTA regional train to 30th Street Station in Philadelphia. Beautiful train station. In fact, you can see it in that Bucks video that we linked earlier. So I'm going to pin that at the top.
So you do that.
So
and everyone
can see that. And then let me just continue.
Go ahead.
Let me just continue. But at that point, you can see. I mean, you can take the train, an Amtrak, right from 30th Street Station, take it up to New York, to Penn Station, and you are literally in the basement of Madison Square Garden.
That's pretty crazy.
That's spectacular.
Yeah.
That is special.
So yeah, we have who's lead. So right now, still Bobby Portis with 8. Trying to get that pinned, but everyone, put your opinions on the game in the chat. We have 4 in. Hello, everybody.
We just pinned to the top of the chat the link to go see our video of the Bucks winning the NBA championship and how we watched it.
Yep. And
you will see in the early portion of that video the actual inside of 30th Street Station. Just this beautiful train station here in Philadelphia.
The Bucks are giving away free stuff.
That train station is also where, when I take the train into work, I commute and walk through there. It's so inspiring to walk through a beautiful place like that every day before going to work. It actually gives you energy. There's some places that you go to that just have that effect on you.
Yeah.
And it's super, super special. Forgive me.
I'm yawning too.
That's why I have just a little bit of iced coffee left.
I don't have coffee.
Yeah. Someday you can learn how to drink it.
Yeah. And 3.
And it is an air ball, and the Bucks will get the possession. They are tied at 23 in the final couple of minutes of the first quarter. So, for some reason, we have something blocking us. There we go.
It'll reset.
That it shall. 147
left. There you go.
And Giannis back into the contest to put Milwaukee up 25-23.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Now, just about 3 blocks away.
How is that Nets ball?
3 blocks away from Fiserv Forum. A nice screen face, by the way. You know what? Do you know what you're impersonating right now?
Giannis impersonating Home Alone.
Not just Home Alone, but there is a famous piece of art, I believe it's by Vincent van Gogh, called Scream, where it's of this cryptic figure going.
So I'm impersonating Giannis doing Home Alone and Van Gogh at the same time.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. It's brilliant.
Foul there.
You can only get commentary like this on the NBA from Swordsy Stories.
Yeah.
That's why I subscribe. Thank you so much. Now, but this place about 3 blocks away from Fiserv Forum that we reviewed on our Chicken and Curd series called what is it called? The Milwaukee Broad House.
Uh-huh. It's a It's less than 3 blocks away.
That's true. Maybe a block or two away.
Yeah.
Number one, they have absolutely fantastic cheese curds. Number two, they have a Giannis-themed Greek bratwurst.
That's also true.
Out of this world. You go to Milwaukee, you go downtown, you get the Greek bratwurst at the Milwaukee Brat House.
As Giannis is foul. As we have the Happy Hodag here saying, I just looked it up. That painting was done by
Edward Munch. Happy Hodag. Thank you for the correction. I am no artistic expert, as Giannis is at the line. I'm no artistic expert. I'm very surprised by my mistake there, but I offer profuse apologies.
So Giannis.
I always thought it was Van Gogh.
At the line,
and it is $24
Ding.
with about a minute and a nickel left in the first quarter.
Is that Javon Carter that I see on the floor? I think so. He's number 6. And no, that's not. I can't tell who that is.
I remember, if you're watching this game and have this as your second screen, I remember we sat close to courtside the first time we ever went inside that building and saw just the inside on opening day, the day that they just let fans walk through and
we have video on
experience the place. We didn't get video that day.
Okay.
But I remember sitting that close. We just took pictures. And just how much better for basketball that arena was, because the seats are closer for basketball than they were back at the old Bradley Center, which was fine. It's a good arena.
Yeah.
But this just knocks it out of the park.
Yeah, for sure.
Just knocks it out of the park.
I can't tell what number is that? 5, 6? There's no 5 or 6 on the Bucks roster, which is really weird. So I'm trying to identify. That looks like Javon Carter.
I think it is.
Yeah, because he that looks like his hairstyle.
We are now under 50 seconds. The Bucks with a 27-25 lead, and the basketball, and
Cash
a
money.
3-pointer from Chris Cash Middleton.
Yup.
Whose biggest fan? Quick quiz. Type in the comments who you think is the most famous fan of Chris Middleton in the world. Quick trivia question. Type in your guesses. As the Bucks now have the basketball with 30-25 lead, and a missed 3. Oh, is Giannis hurt? Is Giannis hurt? You got players running towards him as he's lying down on the court. He currently has his eyes over. He has his hands over his eyes, like he's writhing in pain and tears. This is not good.
It looks like he's getting up.
He's getting pulled up and can walk, but he just took a shot.
Yeah, and you see honestly that he's saying he's arguing for a foul. He's just trying to get himself. He's staying on the floor. I think he's just trying to get himself back together.
I almost wonder if he got whiplash and almost like a concussion type of situation, because it feels like he doesn't think like he's seeing straight or that he's looking straight.
You see Giannis do that sometimes, where he just goes out for a second. He has to refocus.
Yeah.
As Wade saying, I'm getting hungry for cheese curds now. I wonder it's from YouTube mentioning them 3 times.
We are glad to. That's our job.
Yeah.
That's our job. As Giannis hits the first free throws, so he's at least functionable.
Yeah.
Any guesses out there for the most famous fan of Chris Middleton in the world? Put them in the comments.
No one would know. I don't know this. Should I know this?
You should know this.
Is it like someone
And when we tell you this, you will be like, "How did I not know this?"
Is it someone we know?
We don't individually, personally know them. No.
Oh, well, it has to be someone famous.
It is someone very famous.
And okay, I'm trying to use my logic. Who has something to do with money?
It's not because it's money itself.
Oh, okay.
And you could argue they became the world's most famous Milwaukee Bucks fan during the playoff run when they won the championship last year.
Sheryl Crow.
That's your guess? Okay. You think it's Sheryl Crow? as Giannis puts up a.
Oh
my!
Did
he make that thing?
Oh, he didn't. I thought, did he?
Oh no, he did. It was online, but it didn't go through.
I want to see a replay of that.
That I think was some sort of. It was like an air ball that was perfectly online, but it didn't reach the basket.
Yeah.
He just missed about a 35-footer at the buzzer. That was headed for nothing but net. But it hit the bottom of the net and didn't go through the roof. Didn't go through the cylinder.
Dang it.
32-25 Bucks leading at the end of the first quarter.
Daddy, you take over. I'm going to give myself some sort of thing to energize me.
And by the way, you were right. The answer is Sheryl Crow.
Okay, there it is. Okay.
Sheryl Crow became this massive Milwaukee Bucks fan because her son, who's the same age as Anthony, got into the Bucks and got into Giannis. And as sort of what I do with him, Sheryl Crow did with her son and said, okay, you know what? I'm going to go into your world and I'm going to enjoy what you love. And I'm going to be with you there, and I'm going to take my time and be there with you and experience this together as a family. Sort of what this channel's about in a lot of ways with the kid and me. And so she would watch Bucks games with her then 11-year-old son in Nashville at their home, and she became this big Bucks super fan. Fast forward, playoff run. She's like, I got to get into some games. And they started going around the country watching Bucks games. And she became this Bucks super fan. The most famous fan out there for the Milwaukee Bucks. And Bucks, I am pleading with you. The next time you win an NBA championship, have her perform at the big rally outside Fiserv Forum when 100,000 people come out. Wait a minute. I am watching the live feed from Fiserv Forum, and they have the Bratzuka. They have a Bratzuka. You know that thing on the court that sometimes shoots out T-shirts to the upper deck? They are launching bratwurst from the court up into the upper deck of the arena. They're launching bratwurst only in Milwaukee. I miss home. But hey, in Philadelphia, they do that with cheesesteaks. I wonder, and I have to see if the Sixers do this. We'll go to a Sixers game sometime. If they have a cheesesteak launcher, like they have like some kind of contract with Tony Luke's, great cheesesteak spot here. And they launch cheesesteaks from the court that shoot up like missiles into the upper deck, bonk someone upside the head. They get a headache, but then they get this world-class cheesesteak right there. That would be so much fun. I should be a marketing person for the Sixers. That would be hilarious. 32-25 right now. The Milwaukee Bucks, the defending world champions, leading the Brooklyn Nets after one period of play. We return back to Milwaukee with the video feed in a place that's home that I miss. There are days when I really miss home. I'm glad we're here because it's better for our family for what we need. And the Bucks are giving Brooklyn fits just getting across the timeline. And I think they just got themselves a nice backcourt violation, and the Bucks own the basketball. Happy Hodag. Makes me wish they had something like that for Brats at Lambeau Field. Well, I can tell you that the Bratzuka specifically is a Clements Bratwurst promotion. Now Johnsonville is the official sausage, I believe, still of Lambeau Field. So they would need to come up with something different because I believe Clements owns the rights to the Bratzuka. But that would be a fantastic idea. Just a fantastic idea. Brooklyn is using ball movement spectacularly this possession. Lots of picks and rolls and dish outs to wide open threes cross court to make it 32-28. Their ball movement is spectacular. it's going to be interesting to see if they keep that up once Ben Simmons finally gets into the lineup. I believe I saw that Ben Simmons didn't make a three-pointer in like his first 1,100 minutes as a Sixer, and it took James Harden like 10 to do it for Philadelphia last night. And Ben Simmons is is the kind of player that should be able to put up those kind of shots. Thank you as I keep hydrated, especially my voice.
I'm Powerade.
Powerade for little buddy.
Yeah, it doesn't taste that good, but I'll work with it. I'm a Gatorade guy.
But right now what we have is Powerade. Let's show them the color.
Blue.
That is the color of the alternate color now of the Milwaukee Bucks, if you want to stand up and show your jersey.
Yeah.
And you see that blue striping. They added that in, I want to say, 2015-ish or so.
And Nick, if you're still in the chat, is this allowed as part of lean? Lean is just a joke. It's a drink. I don't know what it's made of, but people put all sorts of stuff in it. We call it lean. We go crazy about it. But, yeah, so tell me if Blue Powerade counts as lean.
A 6-0 run that just turned into an 8-0 run for Brooklyn as they take a 33-32 lead.
Man. Yeah, I was watching Loretta Lynn's sister on Opry Live.
What mommy's watching upstairs.
Yeah. I'm watching Loretta Lynn's sister sing a love song. Whoa.
Someday.
No.
We're watching.
I saw Ben Simmons, so,
Ben Simmons in the cream-colored hoodie. I believe that is.
I'm a Philadelphian, so that is part of my civil duty.
No.
To boo Ben Simmons.
You try not to.
I know, but
boo people. We're still Midwest kind.
Yeah, I know, but
we're still Midwest kind. But it's interesting to see him wear a cream color hoodie, which is another one of the colors of the Milwaukee Bucks. And by the way, I frankly think the Bucks should abolish the white home jersey.
Thank you.
And wear cream at home, like the old cream baseball jerseys.
Oh.
Like what the San Francisco Giants still use as their home jersey.
What the Brewers use as an alternate home.
Yeah.
Or is that their regular?
That's the regular home jersey now,
true.
the cream.
I forgot about that.
They're now tied at 33 after a Bucks free throw, and they get the basketball back. We're now under 10 minutes left in the second quarter.
Giannis with a Euro stepping in.
Giannis is almost the perfect personification of the deer in human form because he can go across a basketball court so quickly, so gracefully, and cover so much space with his moves.
As Drew Holiday.
Massive three. 38-35. All right. What do you think are the odds if we go to a Bucks-Sixers game within our Bucks stuff that we come out of there without injury? Oh, I shouldn't say that.
Well,
I think Sixers fans are probably a little bit nicer than Eagles
fans.
If
we were going with Nick, who's in the chat, who's a big Sixers fan and a friend of mine, and his dad, I think we'd be fine.
We'd be okay.
But
we'd be okay. They'd see two kids together, they wouldn't mess with us. They might really call me out.
There we go. Giannis Antetokounmpo
with another three-pointer to make it 41-37. That is the piece of his game that he had missed for so long, that he's put so much work in. His outside game. If he ever really makes that a spectacular weapon, you can put him number one as best player in basketball, and maybe he's got the talent to be the best player ever to play this game.
One for Seth Curry.
Giannis has the talent to be the best player in the history of the game.
Another fun fact, the Happy Hodag. Seth Curry, I think a couple years ago, had a better three-point percentage than his brother Steph.
Useful trivia of the night. Cream City.
Yes.
Happy Hodag is a nickname of Milwaukee, which is where they came up with the cream jersey for the Bucks.
Yes, that was our city jersey, and everyone fell in love with it.
And I think it should be their home jersey.
Yeah, and I think that the Bucks should wear the earned uniforms, not their normal ones, but the ones with the antlers on the road, black and blue alternates. That's all they need.
I love that Milwaukee Wave style blue alternate last year.
Yeah.
That was spectacular.
Cash money misses.
Was there a foul draw on there, or did the ball go out of bounds? Ball went out of bounds.
But Coach Bud fighting trying to get that foul. Can't get it.
I still think the Bucks need to do something because they have a deal with Miller Coors.
I thought they had a deal with Coors Light, not Miller.
Well,
Miller
yeah,
Coors,
the same
same
company.
Yeah.
Where so they still could work with a Miller product where you have a 3-pointer coming from Bobby POTUS, 44-39.
Bobby.
You do something with Coach Bud, nicknamed Bud, drinking Miller.
Bud drinks it.
Coach Bud drinks Miller. It would destroy the folks at Budweiser so bad.
Yeah. As we have some new additions to the Bucks team with some of these COVID rules, and all sorts of stuff. So we have DeAndre Bembry, number 95, coming in for the Bucks, with 1 rebound.
When did the NBA start allowing players to have linebacker and defensive lineman numbers for their jerseys? It's not a bad thing. It's just funny.
Lindell Washington, another signing. Or Lindell Wigington, I think I said that right. And the Bucks actually tried out O.J. Mayo today. Had him practice.
Oh my gosh! He's been a Buck in like 6 years.
We had Greg Monroe on the Bucks for like 10 days because they're doing these COVID 10-day contracts.
Okay.
And I like it.
Let's see. Quick contest. Who can type in without Googling the name and spell it correctly? Sandro Mamukashvili.
A.K.A. Mamouk. That's what we call.
Who can do it without Googling? You can't Google the name.
And where did he go to college?
Who can put that in the chat real quick?
If you know, you know. Because
one of the Bucks bench guys is they're up 44-39.
Mamouk.
7:45
That's
left until halftime.
Mamouk.
And happy Hodag. And we can educate the world about this. Why is Milwaukee known as Cream City? The brick.
Yes.
Milwaukee's bricks historically were not red, like the red brick of this house. It's cream colored brick, which I don't remember exactly why it is that way, but it is, and it's awesome.
But what was I going? Now I'm forgetting what I said. This power.
This is why we need to be drinking like coffee and Powerade.
Yeah, it's gonna kick in soon enough.
But to balance that out, I got to hydrate.
I got water too. And to balance that out, I'm probably gonna be, when I take breaks, having snacks, so I get that have either sugar or that are nutritionally healthy that will give me energy. Not too
much though, because you gotta go right to bed after the game's over.
That stuff doesn't help. It's not like M&M's.
That's true.
As we're approaching an hour live here, glad to have you all with us.
Yep. He's Anthony. I'm Daddy. We are Sorty Stories.
You can see everything.
You can see what we're about: a sports, travel, food, and just life experience channel with about a father and son in our life. And thank you for being part of that journey for us.
Yes. So let's talk about what you need to know about this game again. We have the Bucks who beat the Brooklyn Nets in the Eastern Conference semifinals. The Bucks later went on to win the championship. Under my jersey, I have a Bucks and 6 t-shirt. I don't know if you can. You can kind of see it. It says Bucks and 6.
People will say the Bucks were lucky to win that series, and they only won it because the Nets did not have a fully healthy roster in Game 7.
The Bucks should have won it, and we got a break, but we should have won it in the first place.
I mean, they were a more talented team. They got out coached the first couple of games, and then they just got hot.
Yeah,
they figured it out, and they got hot.
Yeah, and that's all you got. That's all you need. And it was really that game when Kyrie Irving got hurt. The Bucks led before Kyrie Irving got hurt too. Yeah. So, we had, and from then it just carried on.
And some will say that they also got lucky because Kevin Durant stepped on a 3-point line to make a 3-point shot at 2 that sent the game to overtime.
I've never watched that clip.
Gave Brooklyn a lead with like 2 or 3 seconds left, as it's now 44-41 Milwaukee, 6:53 left in the first half here. But the fact was, if you're Kevin Durant, you should know where you are on the court at all times and know where your feet are. That's on him. That's not luck. That's not executing. The Bucks executed better. They deserve to win that game. And I will never forget where we were when we were watching that contest. We were at a friend's house. In fact, one of the great voices of Milwaukee radio, Debbie Loziga.
Yes.
We were at their house. A couple of hockey fans who weren't big basketball fans, and they were all out into this contest.
Yeah, we had. So I brought one of those.
Chris Middleton with another clutch three. 47-41 Bucks, 6:04 left.
So I brought a little radio with me, and so I was listening to the conversation and in it, but I had the game, and then when it went to overtime, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they put the game on, and we didn't even watch it. We just heard it. And when the Bucks won, we went pretty crazy. We, on our way home, we were like, yes, let's go. And I was convinced. If you remember that day, we, had a get-together with friends.
Yep.
And I was telling, they're like, who's winning the Sixers Hawks game? And I was convinced the Sixers were going to win it. Like, Sixers are taking it. And then Ben Simmons choked.
For those of you who don't know, the Ben Simmons choke situation was where he had a wide open duck late in the fourth quarter. I believe it would have given Philadelphia the lead against Atlanta in Game 7, and he chose to pass to someone else. He was too nervous to take the shot. That, to me, and I could sense that he battles anxiety, and that's something that I understand from experience.
But that's not an excuse.
It's never an excuse, but I get the why.
I get it, but you gotta be brave and do it.
And that, besides my lack of svelte figure, is among the reasons why I don't play in the NBA. But yeah, that's a situation that demands a killer instinct.
Drew Holiday with a steal.
And in that type of situation, you need to get your mind right.
Bobby, you gotta hit the open threes.
Yeah, it's easier said than done, kid.
Yeah.
That's still like 23 feet away. It's not an easy shot, even if you're wide open.
Well, that's Bobby's thing. He hits those threes. And
I know.
And the whole place goes, Bobby.
That's not easy. You're still going to miss more than half of those, even if you're wide open in your spot.
When Portis hit that three.
Chris Middleton, 49-45 Bucks.
When Chris Middleton hit that three when Bobby Portis hit that three in the NBA Finals in Game 6, and you heard that Bobby chant, that's, I feel like, when everyone knew.
Partially.
It was like, this is a reality. This could actually happen.
Win this championship.
And then you see, I think it was PJ Tucker and Giannis going for the.
Yep.
And that's when it was like, we won it.
That's one of the beauties of the video that we posted at the top of the chat. Is just the two of us were like, I can't believe what I'm seeing, but I believe it because I'm seeing it. This is real.
Yeah.
The Milwaukee Bucks, the team from one of the NBA's smallest markets, a team that hadn't won a championship in 50 years. I waited my entire life to see them win a title.
Same.
And they finally did it. And we are watching this together as father and son. You see our incredulousness.
Bobby missed
and just
another three.
How happy, shocked we were.
Drew takes it. They miss another three.
Bucks are a bit cold right now. They can't get anything in that cylinder. But they're up 49-45 with 3:36 left. But you saw our reactions in that video. Now multiply that times 80,000.
Yeah.
And
in the arena, outside the arena.
17,500 people inside that arena. And more than 60,000 people. 52-47 Bucks, 3:12 left until halftime.
Bobby.
But multiply that happy incredulousness times 17,500 in the arena and another 60 to 65,000 outside the arena. You had 80,000 people in a one-block space spreading COVID, unfortunately, but in a one-block space celebrating an NBA championship.
Wow.
That has never happened before. They could have put that game, granted, not all the 65,000 outside were going to spend hundreds of dollars to be able to watch that game. But you could have put that game inside Miller Park, 45,000 seats at hundreds of dollars per seat, and it would have been a sellout. It would have been a sellout, and it would have been the most insane atmosphere.
Yeah.
But to have 80,000 people in a one-block radius is just bonkers.
Just to put that
and happy celebration.
To put that in perspective, we're talking about filling MetLife Stadium.
Lambeau Field.
Yeah, literally filling Lambeau Field.
For an NBA Finals Game 6 clinching scenario.
Or filling Camp Randall Stadium. Or filling AT&T Stadium. A place like that. As we have, when it comes to the Bucks side of things, Bobby Portis leading the team.
Yeah, with 14 points. But just imagine what that feels like.
Yeah.
What that feels like. We have an Anonymami side.
No, she's not coming. She's
not going to actually be on the screen, but she's coming down saying hi. Gives us a wave.
Yeah.
Hi!
Yeah,
you can tell we're at a break in the action right now with 2:45 left. The Bucks up 52-47 on Brooklyn.
Yeah, so Bobby Portis with 14 points, 8 rebounds, no assists. Then you have Giannis Antetokounmpo, aka the Greek Freak, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Chris Middleton with 11 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. And Grayson Allen, no points. Drew Holiday with 9. Serge Ibaka with 6. But shocking that Grayson Allen hasn't gotten in.
Doesn't see much action on the floor at all. In fact, let's see. How many minutes does he have in this game?
18.
18 minutes, no points yet? Yeah, that's interesting.
And that was
among other things.
That was the one thing I said at the trade deadline. I said, why didn't we trade Grayson Allen? Because Grayson Allen is, number one, the Bucks culture. He just doesn't fit. And it just gives the Bucks bad press, which you don't want.
He does.
So what I'm saying we should have done.
Yeah, too late now then.
But we should have traded that. But maybe we'll figure something out this offseason. We paid a pretty penny to get him.
I'm gonna have to someday. I'm gonna suggest this to Anonymami, and that at some point, some evening when we're watching a game, and she has Hallmark Channel. She loves the Hallmark Channel. If we ever would have 2 separate lives going on, one discussing the Hallmark movie that's on, the other with the game that we're watching, and give people an option. She's smiling. She's put her hands up in, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just glad she's not throwing stuff at me as I suggest that.
Yeah. On the Brooklyn Nets side of things, leading the team is
Kyrie Irving, double figures with 13.
13 points, and he has 1 assist, 1 rebound so far. So that's that. Let me fix our thingy thing so we can see the whole screen. There we go.
That, to me, it's just so incredulous for me to think right now that inside Fiserv Forum back home in Milwaukee, there is an NBA Champions 2021 banner hanging.
That's crazy. Wesley Matthews.
That is just spectacular.
With the team.
Old man Wesley making it 54-47 Bucks, 2:22 left until the half.
That's my guy right there. West. Some of the, our Marquette guys, West, D. Wade, Jimmy Butler. No, not Jimmy Buckets. I was looking. Just imagine this team today, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Center, Karl Anthony Towns.
Mm-hmm.
You have Karl Anthony Towns, Jimmy Butler, and Andrew Wiggins all in one starting lineup. That was the Timberwolves at one time.
And I still can't figure it out.
That team, if you put them today, those three together, I think they're the favorite to win the West. They're so good.
Yeah.
Like, that's an amazing roster.
Step back jumper by Kyrie Irving to make it 54-49 Bucks under 2 minutes.
5-point game, if you do the math. And West
just
with
about
a 3.
To make it an 8-point game with number 23, the pride of Madison, Wisconsin, who spurned the Badgers and his dad's alma mater to go to Marquette. 47-59
Again,
now.
Happy National Marquette Day. As the Bucks almost had a steal. Oh, man. Al Aldridge misses.
By LaMarcus Aldridge. It was off the mark. And now Giannis running the floor with
West misses.
Man.
Oh, he would have made...
We can't do the play-by-play, remember.
Yeah.
But
stop doing play-by-play.
Yeah, you are. You were.
Yeah, we both are.
But this is just back and forth.
Yeah.
Fast action. One thing I noticed as we're watching this amazing ball movement by the Bucks.
Yeah.
Right, you now in the NBA rarely see mid-range jumpers.
Oh, is that a foul? That has to be one.
I believe it's a foul. Yeah,
that's
a foul.
Hit.
But you rarely see mid-range jumpers, and the reason is because of analytics. They have measured the points per shot that you take based on shooting percentage as, yes, Giannis makes a mid-range jumper, but jump shots taken from like 10 feet to inside the three-point line give you the lowest percentage of points per shot of any that you take. You either shoot from the inside or you shoot a three, as Giannis just completely blew.
As Steph Curry checks in for, I think that was Cameron Thomas for the Nets.
But you now see teams take mid-range shots so rarely, only as a change of pace, to keep a defense honest. Because it's been proven you either want to pound the ball in the middle or drive it down to the hole, or you want to shoot a three.
We can't see points. That's a problem. I can't even see that. That's weird.
I can fix that.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem. 59-53, which as we head down to the halftime buzzer, that is how it's going to end. Milwaukee with a 59-53 halftime lead.
Feeling good about that.
If you're watching the game with us, tell us what you think as you see what you see on your screen. Comment on other stuff.
Whatever.
We don't talk politics or religion, but other stuff you want to talk about. And by the way, we are lifting Ukraine right now.
Yes.
That we will say. We are big time lifting Ukraine and praying for a just peace in that part of the world.
Yeah.
But you want to talk about all that? You want to talk about your favorite Sheryl Crow song, since Sheryl Crow is the most famous fan of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Feel free to chime in with that. Thank you, all of you, for joining us.
Yes.
As in this regular season.
Saturday Night Showdown.
Yes, that we're partaking in. We want to let people know that we're going to be back here in 8 days for the NBA Finals rematch.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that.
We're going to be doing another live discussion.
Yes, with maybe a special guest. I think we'll have a special guest.
We're waiting on whether we'll have a special guest or not then. But we will definitely have a live chat for the Milwaukee Bucks Phoenix Suns game, with that coming up on a Sunday afternoon, 8 days from today. Our next video experience, by the way, Tuesday morning.
Yes.
7:15 Eastern Time.
6:15 Central.
The second, that's when our video drops. The second of the Big Five.
As we try to get to all five.
I don't think we're going to be able to pull out this year, but we'll get
to
in
the other lifetime.
Three. Yeah. Our lifetime, very probably next year we'll be able to do it.
Yeah.
Go to all five of the Big Five schools here in Philadelphia. Those are the five major NCAA Division I college basketball programs in the city.
probably saw our Penn Harvard video.
If not, go check that out.
And we have St. Joseph's against Dayton.
With our pal, the Toll Road, who is from Dayton, who's a huge Dayton Flyers fan. He's like, dude, let's go check this game out. I'm going to come to Philly. Let's go watch it together.
Yeah, it was a great game for the Dayton Flyers.
We don't want to give too much away.
Yeah, but I'll say that. They can look up the score anyway.
That's true, but we take you inside what a St. Joe's game experience is, and it's a fun atmosphere.
And
so check that out Tuesday.
Left out of the Big Five, LaSalle, Temple, and the Villanova Wildcats, who hopefully we'll see them play our Marquette Golden Eagles next year.
That would be spectacular.
Or see Marquette play anywhere. We just got to get to Marquette game.
Yeah, there are plenty of places where we can do that here on the East Coast with Nova, Georgetown, Seton Hall, and St. John's within a short driving distance.
Everything is in a short driving distance.
But what these two games that we've been to in Philadelphia have really woken us up to is that Philly may have the rest of the country beat on college basketball as a one city location for college hoops. Think about how many teams in New York have made the Final Four.
St. John's.
Okay.
Seton Hall. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, technically they're not New York, but they're Metro New York.
Yeah, close enough.
We'll give it to them.
LIU, have they met there?
Nope.
St. Francis, Brooklyn?
Nope.
Okay, let me think. Let me scan through all the other New York schools. Niagara's not New York City.
Nope.
Army's not New York City.
Nope.
Fordham?
Nope.
Fordham's in New York City, though.
But they haven't made the Final Four.
Okay, I think that's only this year, right?
Nope, you got City College of New York and New York University.
City College of New York and New York University are D1 schools?
They were, and they made the Final Four early on in its history. So New York has 4 schools. New York City itself, just within city limits, has 3. How many Chicago schools have made the Final Four?
DePaul, Loyola.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, I think.
I want to say Northwestern has way in its early part of its history.
Chicago?
University of Chicago did not.
USC?
Nope.
Chicago State?
Nope.
Illinois State's not in Chicago.
So Chicago's got 3. LA.
UCLA, USC.
Has USC ever made the Final Four? I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well, UCLA, obviously.
But that's it.
What?
All 5 of Philly's Big 5 have made the Final Four.
When did Temple make it?
Early in its history in the 50s.
When did LaSalle?
Early in its history in the 50s.
Nova, obviously, recently. St. Joe's made it.
They went, I believe, in 1998. Technically, the record books have taken that out because of a recruiting violation.
Oh.
So in the record books, you officially won't find it. But
if you
go back and check the tape, they played.
Doesn't count.
They played, man. Come
on.
Just like technically, the greatest college football game of all time, arguably, the Texas USC game where Vince Young pulled the comeback against Matt Leinart and Reggie Bush. Technically, that game didn't happen either because USC committed recruiting violations.
That's true.
But they played in the game. It counts.
Yeah, that's true.
So
what do we have at the halftime show?
We have a view of. We're watching what's called the above the camera view,
or above the rim, whatever it's called.
Above the rim view, where when it's not in action during the game and it's not in commercials, you sort of see a view from the corner of the court, and they're showing this halftime show of some sort.
Someone painting.
I was trying to figure out if that was Red Panda. It's not Red Panda.
No, it's not Red Panda.
Which, by the way, if you ever go to, you should find out where Red Panda's playing.
Yeah, I haven't seen Red Panda yet.
And just find out when they're going to your city. And just go just for the halftime show. It is a ridiculous halftime show, let alone going for the game.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Red Panda is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and American Football Network, who is in our feature channel thing on the channel, so you can find him there. Good friend of mine down in South Carolina. He actually saw Red Panda. He actually made a video about a YouTube short, so you can go check that out on his channel. I've heard you in all sorts of crazy stuff.
But that's maybe the best halftime show there is out there.
At first, when he said Red Panda, I thought it was like an actual red panda, and then I figured out that it was some lady who put stuff on her head. I'm like, oh, okay.
But it's much more than just some woman putting stuff on her head. It is the feats that she pulls off are just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Though the halftime show is not as good as the Super Bowl halftime shows.
Justin Timberlake.
This was a good one.
We're
talking about.
Oh.
This was a really good one.
Yeah, this one was pretty good.
And I'm not as much into hip hop, but this was really good.
Hip hop, rap, whatever. But Justin Timberlake singing "Can't Stop the Feeling" in Minneapolis.
That was world class.
And the Eagles won that Super Bowl. That's what makes it even better. The Eagles winning it.
And that was before we had any idea that we were going to be moving to Philadelphia. We were such Eagles fans that night. Because they were taking out the evil empire of the New England Patriots.
We had Cheese Whiz.
I made cheesesteaks, and I made them with Cheese Whiz, homemade cheese sauce. It was really, really, really good.
I'm going to have a snack. I'll let you, and then you take a break when I come back.
Yeah, I'll definitely need a break. So I've been sitting here the whole time. We are now back on the screen. I think they have someone doing artwork. An artist named David Garibaldi, I believe, is doing like live art on the floor as we're about 6 minutes from halftime. And there's, as we come back, Misha Lee joining the chat. He came in right when we were talking Philadelphia Eagles talk. Absolutely perfect timing. You are a Philadelphia Eagles fan. You are from this neck of the woods. Yes. Before we moved to Philadelphia this past summer, we fell in love. I mean, the Packers are always going to be our team. But in that 2018 playoffs or 2017 playoffs, we fell in love with the Eagles because, number one, they took out the Minnesota Vikings, who are one of the Packers' rivals. And then they took out the evil empire, the New England Patriots, this bunch of misfits that people thought shouldn't have a chance in this game. Nick Foles as their quarterback. And these bunch of crazies beat like the true evil empire of the National Football League. It was beautiful. The whole country was a bunch of Eagles fans. And then I remember watching the parade when they had the championship celebration, the big parade that went down Broad Street and then went up Ben Franklin Parkway. And they had the speeches right in front of the Art Museum. And you had Jason Kelsey, the team's center, team's offensive captain, talking. And he was wearing this big, like, flowery costume. And all of us who were outside of Philadelphia at the time were like, what is he wearing? What the heck is this thing? It was like green and purple and gold and this like whole bunch of feathers on the costume. We're like, what the heck is that thing? If you ever look it up, look up what's called the Mummers Parade. It is this silly, as you hear in the background, the washing machine. But the Mummers Parade is this fun, silly parade of a whole bunch of people that do these crazy acts that just these crazy entertainment acts and musical performances and dance performances in the middle of Broad Street. It was so much fun. So much fun to see that for the first time. And Misha described it very well. That was a very Dennis Rodman moment where he dressed up almost like Dennis Rodman, but he was dressing up like a member of the Mummers in the Mummers Parade. Everyone in Philadelphia was like, yeah, he's doing a Philly thing. And every one of us who was watching on the outside were like, what? That is weird. And then he sings the unofficial Philadelphia Eagles fan anthem, which I can't repeat one of the words because we have
What's happening?
a kid walking down here, and this is a family show.
What's going on?
I was talking about the Jason Kelsey during the Eagles parade.
Oh, that. Okay.
Because Misha Lee, an Eagles fan, is joining us.
Okay.
And singing the unofficial Philadelphia Eagles fan song. No one likes us. No one likes us. No one likes us. We don't care. Because we're Philly. I'm not saying that word. No one likes us. We don't care. And he uttered that and screamed it at the top of his lungs. And 1 million people watching on Ben Franklin Parkway are all celebrating, jumping up and down. I mean, it was just beautiful.
Yeah.
It was just beautiful. But I can't repeat that word.
Okay.
I can't repeat that word. I'm taking a break. The kid is taking over. We're at halftime, 59-53. The Bucks leading the Brooklyn Nets.
And yeah, I actually have some Eagles talk material.
Uh-oh.
That was yeah. So this afternoon, let me get it pulled up here. This afternoon, I'm just minding my own business, chilling. And I get a text from Nick. I don't know if you're still in the chat, Nick. And it's an image that someone put. And it's Philadelphia Eagles receive Aaron Rodgers, 2022 fourth-round pick. Packers receive 2022 first-round pick. Another 2022 first-round pick. A third-round pick from this year. A first for next year. A second for next year. And a fourth for next year. With him saying, please. And I put in the response, bet or yes. Because I would love that deal. If we're getting 3 first-round picks and a whole bunch of other stuff, I'm taking that deal. As we are 30 seconds about away from getting back to this game, the Bucks up 6 on the Brooklyn Nets. As we approach 25 seconds. And we will get you right back to the action. So far, Bobby Portis leads the Bucks with 14. And Kyrie Irving leads the Nets with 17. Bucks up 6. Field goal percentage-wise, the Bucks 47.7, Nets 44.9. 3-point percentage, Bucks 45.5, Nets 20. And free throws, Bucks 63.6, and Nets 66.7. Total rebounds, Bucks are winning that. Assist-wise, Nets are winning. Bucks don't have a block all game. Nets are winning the steal category. Bucks are winning in the turnover category. Points in the paint, we have the Nets, and in the personal fouls category, it is tied. So, as we have someone in the chat saying Bucks suck, I'm going to disagree with you there. And no, the Bucks, we talked about this earlier. We talked about this earlier. The Bucks should have won that series. And I think I'm going to have to disagree with you there because the Bucks should have won that series. They figured it out. They were winning when Kyrie Irving got injured, in fact. So I don't know about that. And I see the Muhammad Ali in your name. Go check out our Muhammad Ali video. It's somewhere. We're talking about them because they're our team. That's why. And we have Seth Curry. Shooting free throws for the Brooklyn Nets with 11 minutes here in the third quarter. And actually, so I was wrong on that break thing. I don't know what was up with that, but some glitch there. So we are back here as Seth Curry drains it 61-60. But who are your favorite NBA teams? As here we have the Bucks and the Nets playing. Bucks, the defending NBA champions, playing the Brooklyn Nets without Kevin Durant or Ben Simmons. And, yeah, I think this is it's a great game, though. Seth Curry, Kyrie Irving, Andre Drummond, some good players, really, on that squad. And, somehow the Bucks saved that. And here we go. Giannis with the dunk puts it down. And now he has 14, tied for the most points on the Bucks. So that is going to be a foul on Brooklyn. Nick, awesome. Yeah. Okay. You're a Celtics fan here, but Nick. Okay, see, Nick is here, people. Nick is here. Nick the legend. And Nick, anything you got to say about the Celtics fan saying that they're the best in the East? Because if I look at the standings, let's get this up here. The Celtics are sitting below the Bucks, in fact, and the Sixers. Bucks only have one more loss than the Sixers, actually. So that's interesting, as now it is 66-60. So, Nick, what do you have? Sixers are the best, but Celtics are better than the Bulls. Fact. That's just straight up fact. Yeah, the Sixers, Nick and I were talking earlier, off camera, just talking on FaceTime about how, Seth Curry, gonna put that up. Nick is a very intelligent person, and yeah, he has been called a legend on this channel, in fact. Nick is a legend. So don't insult the Nick. Because Nick has some secret weapons. Nick has some of this stuff, and he put some stuff in. Nick has some interesting stuff with Sprite and some Powerade. The Bucks will choke like usual. Let me just check here. Yeah, didn't the Bucks win the NBA Finals last year? I didn't know that they. I didn't think they choked. They in fact beat the Hawks without Giannis Antetokounmpo. It says on my watch and on the computer. That's what the facts say, at least. I don't know. I don't know where you got that from, but yeah. So, Kyrie Irving at the line now. And Irving. Is Sixers and 4 against the Celtics. Yeah, I agree, Nick. If you're talking about against the Celtics, Sixers and 4 against the Celtics, Sixers and 4 against the Nets, but Sixers and maybe Bucks Sixers go 7. We all know that. Two great teams in the Eastern Conference with essentially the same record, both with the same amount of wins. So yeah, 68-64 Bucks here in the third quarter. As Drew Holiday's at the line. As the other half of the channel As we have a hater coming in talking about how the Bucks choke.
Okay, what's their name?
Muhammad Ali's chosen grandson. Saying that and Nick is talking. Okay, 6-6. That's fair. That's a fair judgment. But we have split the season series, so you know.
Mm-hmm.
But again, Nick wrote that. Yeah, but we all know, and Nick said it: 6-4 against the Celtics. We all know. That's just fact. Celtics own the NBA. I don't know about that.
They have one more championship, I believe, than the Los Angeles Lakers in their overall history.
They're tied.
They're
tied now.
So they don't own the NBA anymore. And also, I am extremely sad after our experience of going to the Palestra. By the way, go check that video out if you haven't seen that yet. Our experience at the Palestra, which this great basketball arena here in Philadelphia for college basketball. I am extremely sad that the Boston Garden no longer exists. To go watch games in the greatest NBA arena ever.
Nick, that's fact. You have been called a legend many times on this channel by many people. They ask, "Who are you, Nick?" And he puts a legend. What's your name? Obviously.
It's like the old Gatorade commercial with Kevin Garnett when they were trying to do a version of Monty Python and the Holy Grail with Kevin Garnett.
Nick,
Who's that? He's a legend. As the Brooklyn's up 72-70 now, and they've made a run at 8-12 left.
Facts, Nick.
No disrespect, but you're coming to a positive person's chat and hating. Come on, bro. Yes, Misha Lee. Yes, exactly.
What?
Things are getting a little interesting in here in the chat. That's okay.
Yeah,
we have we have no hatred of people. We will disagree with thoughts.
Yeah.
So
hold on.
That's how we are about this.
I'll be right back.
So let's see. We have a wardrobe issue here.
No, it's not.
It's not an issue. It's just yes.
That's all you gotta know right there. 2021 NBA championship.
Now,
champions,
for those that don't know where Bucks and 6 came from,
Brandon Jennings, my man.
Back when he was with the Bucks, there was a playoff series going on where they, I think, had lost the first 2. And then he comes out and says Bucks and 6.
They got swept, but
I don't think they got swept, but they lost.
I think they lost in 5 or something.
They lost in 7.
Oh, really?
I think it went 7, I want to say.
I don't know about that.
But he made the statement of Bucks and 6, and it became this ever-going thing for when the Bucks were finally going to get good, that they would win a playoff series in 6. And Misha, no, they did not. You're asking if they demolished Boston Garden. They got rid of Boston Garden back, I want to say, in the 90s and put up the TD Garden.
Nick knows me too well. Nick is literally the Philly version.
All right. We got like 4 plates, but we got to explain all these at one time. So let's dive into Bucks and 6. So finally, the Bucks start getting good. They get the top seed in the NBA Eastern Conference, and they blow it in the playoffs. This time they didn't, though. In 2021, they finally learned how to be champions. And how many games did they win the Eastern Conference Finals in? 6. How many games did they win the NBA Finals in? 6. Hashtag Bucks and 6 will forever
be the dogs. That's all you gotta know. We are the dogs. That's all you gotta. We ain't sitting pretty with the most rings, but we dogs.
So
Sixers try to buy a chip. I don't know.
They have just tried to trade a chip for a chip. And an outstanding move.
Hold up.
Okay. I appreciate, by the way, Muhammad Ali's chosen grandson, that you are currently that you are using asterisks for Not So Nice Awards. I really appreciate that, because we're trying to keep his family. So that kind of trash talk is okay. will disagree with the sentiment, but that's okay. But that is why that is forever going to be a phrase in the Wisconsin sports lexicon, because they won it in 6 and they kept that tradition going. And they currently are the holders of the crown. And you got to take it from the holders of the crown if you want to win the thing. And this team has figured it out. They have figured out how to not just win a championship, but they have enough sustainable parts to keep this going for a while and win a couple more at least. Because they got the most talented player in the NBA in Giannis. Joel Embiid is playing his brains out right now. He deserves the MVP, at least at this point in the season. And I think Philadelphia has put themselves in a position where they could be the top seed in the East in the end, and are going to be dangerous in the playoffs. But the Bucks have the best big three there is.
The Hawks don't have a fan base? Oh, since when did the I know a Hawks fan. And, I love this, Nick. MP, like essentially trying to put Embiid with the MVP.
As Drew Holiday just hit the bucket to cut the Brooklyn
there we
lead.
Go.
It's 76-72, 7 minutes left in the third period.
Yup.
If it's Bucks Sixers in the Eastern Conference Finals,
it goes 7.
It automatically is going 7.
Yeah.
And it may be one of the best playoff series you'll watch outside of the finals.
Yeah.
Because these two teams are loaded.
Yeah.
They both are ridiculously loaded, and they are so even. And I'm not just saying that because we're from Milwaukee. We now live in Philly. It's true.
And yeah, Nick, I know that Nick loves the haters. Nick's from Philly. He knows
Now, to Muhammad Ali's chosen grandson, I am guessing you are from Boston. I want you to look up. I have an assignment for you. I want you to find the documentary, "The Day James Brown Saved Boston." Go look that up and watch that documentary. And you're going to realize why James Brown deserves a statue just as much as Bobby Orr and Bill Russell deserve statues in front of the old Boston Garden, now the TD Garden. You were saying.
So immediately come at me. Nick, the Bucks may have the best big three, but the Sixers are wrong. I agree 100%.
Oh, absolutely. That's why that series would be so ridiculous.
Nick, I know a little bit about it.
Misha and Nicholas, Misha and Nick are absolutely our Philadelphia citizens in this discussion.
Yeah.
100%. 78-72.
It's it. Bucks just struggling to get back in this thing.
Yeah. Brooklyn has dominated this third quarter, and they now own an 81-72 lead halfway through the third.
Yeah, so Bucks just need some offense here.
They need some offense and fast.
Giannis working it, and I think he got fouled. So
he will be heading to the line. So, let's see. Who names their kid Misha? Well, number one, not a kid. Okay, when we start to get personal, instead of ripping on the game and we start to rip on individual people, yeah, that's a no good. That's a no go.
No, we're not gonna.
That's a no go.
And Nick is time out. That's fine. Nick with the facts.
Her mom.
That is factual information.
And
that's facts.
Yes, 100%. Let me get us back on the screen.
Yeah, Misha's a good name. I like that name.
One of my best friends in college is named Misha.
That's a great
Wonderful
name.
Human being. 81-74 as Giannis hits the free throws. 5:45 left in the third. Let's see. I see some. Oh my gosh! It was a 3-pointer. It's now a 10-point game for Brooklyn, and we have to say this in pure Wisconsinese. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! This isn't good. Oh my gosh! This isn't good.
This isn't good, dear guy. Giannis for the three, and he misses
that thing bounced up, and it might have headed towards Crivets, Wisconsin. There.
Oh yeah, but it means Mike in Russian. That's intriguing.
Huh? That's true. It means Michael. or perhaps Michelle for a woman in Russian.
Oh, they are just draining.
Oh my gosh, what run are they on right now? I mean, 87-74. If you just look from the start of the quarter, they've outscored Milwaukee by 13 just in this third quarter alone. That, I mean, I haven't necessarily paid as much supremely close attention to how well Brooklyn is defending, but the Bucks shot selection has not been the best as Giannis hits a mid-range shot to cut the lead to 11. So, yeah, I would imagine this arena is a big quiet, right? You leave someone that wide open in the paint, you deserve to have a 13-point deficit. The Bucks had nobody in the paint and let a Brooklyn guy go wide open for a dunk.
I think that's Drummond.
Yeah, that's not how you play basketball.
Sure.
And Serge Ibaka, who's
got to hit that.
Yeah,
you're making them all night.
Or you find a better shot selection than that one. And again, Serge Ibaka just got pushed off the block by Drummond.
That didn't count, did it?
And so a foul was called on the Bucks as they tried to stop an easy bucket. But they just took Serge Ibaka out, which I would definitely do, because he is getting manhandled underneath. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Okay, they get a miss.
So the Bucks have a heck of a lot of work to do.
Carter. Oh, I
top of
Carter
the key.
Was going to take the shot. Great ball movement. Oh,
but a rebound and put back
for Serge Ibaka.
He is back in this game, but yeah, he's got to do better on the defensive end.
Sir.
89-78 right now. Brooklyn leading Milwaukee with 3:43 left.
Serge Ibaka.
The third period.
Serge Ibaka.
Yeah. Misha, you are a great human being.
Yeah. Nick saying, Misha, listen to me. Don't listen to nobody. You seem like a great well, yeah, right now, Muhammad Ali, actually can't put anything in here, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually is no one for right now.
And by the way, go check out our Muhammad Ali training camp
That's what I
video.
said.
Yeah. Check that out. I mean, I'll put that in the chat here while we're breaking this game.
But the fact, saying that the Bucks choke every year in the playoffs, that's just at least
they're the champions.
You can't say that.
They're the champions.
Now you're just I don't know, you're doing.
You're not talking facts.
Exactly.
You're not talking truth.
That's what we're all about here at Sorty Stories, is the truth.
Exactly. So bear with me here.
No worries, Nick. I listen to intelligence. Yeah.
Which we appreciate. Okay. I'm going to link in our Muhammad Ali vid when we visited his training camp, which is such this hidden gem
that
no one knows about here.
I told Nick about our experience there because Nick and I think I told Nick about that. I probably did. Yeah. Nick, tell me if I haven't, but you can watch the video anyway.
Just this place that's open on weekends during the warmer months of the year for people to just visit from the public. And it's free. They ask for a donation when you're there, but it's free. And you can see where he lived, where he trained, his ring, where he boxed and did all his training. You get the entire history of his life.
You can punch his
his heavy bag.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's just this time capsule back into the 1970s when he was shocking the world and just the greatest sports figure, if not greatest figure in the world at the time, the most famous person and maybe the most beloved person in the world in the 1970s. And this was where he was training, just 90 minutes from us.
Yeah.
So cool.
Super easy to get there.
Very easy to get there. So
take the way. All you got to do is take the turnpike.
Yeah, we recommend if you live in Philly or live in New York, you're within 2 hours 2 hours.
Wayside Way did.
Free checkout with an option to donate. That's it. I am checking it out too.
And did you miss our did you miss our whole thing that we just had happen? It was pretty fun. we had people saying some nonsense about how the Bucks choke every year. All you gotta see is
Misha talking about him holding the flag, and actually it might have been the torch at the 1996 Olympics, lighting the torch in Atlanta for those games. And Wayside Way, you saw that video, was great. We thank you.
That's all you gotta know.
Thank you.
That's all you gotta know.
As we go off on different tangents and come back to the Bucks taking on the Brooklyn Nets, 89-78. Milwaukee trailing at home after a very subpar third quarter.
Let me respect Giannis
so far.
Get his jersey off the ground.
Very subpar.
There we go. Hopefully.
And Wayside, you saw the raid. You saw the raid that got us over 1K, for which we are forever thankful. The Tom Grassi raid.
Grassi back good.
Yes, that Packers 49ers game. We were at halftime doing this very same thing in that playoff game.
On the same couch.
When Tom Grassi's live broadcast and his thousands of viewers, he sent them to different Packers fan channels that were doing very similar, small channels, and all of a sudden they went from like 10 people to 200. Yeah. And he's like, go watch them, like them, subscribe to them. And because of that, we were interrupted by a Bobby Portis slam that makes it 91-83 Brooklyn. 2:25 left in the contest.
Bobby.
And with the force of that dunk, Tom Grassi's crew got us over 1,000. Tom Grassi's crew got us over 1,000.
Nick even knows.
Nick speaking truth. Bobby Portis is nasty. Oh, man.
Oh, get these.
Yeah, this is... Yeah, we gave you one chance. You come back. You keep it personal instead of just talking about the subject.
And Bobby Portis has something to say about that with that big three. See, Muhammad Ali shows and grants on Bobby has something to say.
91-86, and I will say that how he's been acting was not worthy of the name of Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. All you gotta know is Bobby. Although
I will say Muhammad Ali did get a bit, did have a few issues. So, that was actually a compliment. I apologize for that.
What? Well,
maybe I mistook what they were saying and how they said it.
Where is the streamy thing?
Well, the comment's been blocked, so you can't see it.
No, we can
see it through here.
Oh, that was.
We
apologize for that.
Hold on, let's get you back in.
We apologize. That was a mistake.
Yeah. Although he had like a whole bunch of laughter after that.
I don't know if that was serious.
I'm beginning to think that was pretty not kind.
Yeah, so we're just gonna.
So yeah,
I think that was supposed to be a joke.
Yeah,
which is not something you joke about.
So we keep things family friendly. We keep things non-personal.
Nick and I troll at school sometimes. We troll some of the kids in our class who annoy us. But we don't talk about their names. We don't talk.
Yeah, you don't go that deep.
No.
You don't go ripping on an individual like that. So 91-86, the Bucks are back in this game. 1:54 left in this third quarter. In this third quarter.
What are you doing going in
this? So I'm just trying to read the emoji that was on Misha.
Oh.
And her
that's a laughing
there.
Emoji.
Yes. That it was. Now, she actually also happens to live in one of the capitals of basketball. We're not going to say much more than that. But one of the capitals of basketball near Kansas. Let's see. Did I say that Pat's video is up yet? Let's see. I should know what that's referring to, but
no, we don't know Pat's video.
Pat's video is that Oh, Pat's cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
Not yet. We haven't gone there yet. We typically will go and do something once a week.
Yeah.
I will tell you, Misha, we're going to wait until one particular friend, one particular channel, fantastic channel, subscribe to them, Travel Snacks.
Yeah.
They have wanted to do the Pats versus Geno's challenge when they come to Philly. And we want it, and hopefully we're going to get the chance to do that with them.
Here we go. Nick. Thank you, Nick. I root for the Sixers. You know, we're Sixers fans.
Exactly.
Florida. Bucks #1, and some of the kids in our class call me a bandwagon. Nick, you know who that is. But I live here. So
we want success for this place. We want people to be happy here.
And
so we root for the Philly teams, not over our teams, but when they're not playing them, we're with them.
Now Nick is trying to work on me when it comes to the Eagles. If Aaron Rodgers for some reason does, and while you're gone, I was actually talking about. Nick sent me a text. I'll show it to you.
Okay.
He sent me a thing this afternoon. And okay.
We're having issues with the discussion here as it's 91-88 Bucks with 109 left in the third quarter. Oh yeah, that was a very well distributed piece on social media of trade proposals for Aaron Rodgers, including the Eagles getting Rodgers and a 4th-round pick, with the Packers getting 6 picks.
He said please. I said bet. Bet.
If you're the Green Bay Packers and you're getting 6 draft picks for one and Rodgers,
including 3 overall,
including 3 first-rounders, you take that trade. You take that trade because that is the easiest way to guarantee you are going to be a contender for the next 10 years.
Yeah, I don't know if we had a family before. It looked like a whole bunch of security was on the floor.
Yeah, we didn't have the view of it as it was going on. But it appears that somebody or something got on the floor.
Yeah.
And it was taken to a back corner and ejected out of the arena.
So here we go.
Brooklyn has the ball back. We're under a minute left.
Up 3. In the third quarter. Nope. They're gonna get that.
Actually, they hit a shot. They hit a layup. 93-88.
I'll be right back.
Yes, Misha, that absolutely will be 100% fun for when we take that journey over to Pat's and Geno's and do the challenge. But I bet you as Milton hits a mid-range jumper to make it 93-90, that the places where we're going to go for cheesesteaks, I will bet. And I've had Pat's. But the cheesesteaks where we're going are much better. In fact, we have 2 more cheesesteaks that are going to be reviewed coming up in an episode, I want to say in the next 2 weeks, a 3-pointer by Thomas to make it 96-90 for Brooklyn. But the Bucks get the last third quarter possession. But yeah, we have found some fantastic cheesesteak spots here in Philadelphia. I may need to make a cheesesteak montage as Middleton hits a 3 to make it 96-93 Brooklyn. We're in the final second of the third period, and a half-court shot that would not have counted anyway is no good. Milwaukee fights back from 13 down to cut the lead to 3, make it 96-93 Brooklyn. Misha, I would not be opposed to a cheesesteak montage. We've had some good ones here. I've had some fantastic ones here. On the channel, you will see reviews so far of Jim's, of Tony Luke's, of Lorenzo's, which is a great spot. Wayside Wade chiming in. This would be a fun one to check out.
I'm back.
Doing a live stream with Toll Road and Uncle Heavy, a couple other great channels. You'll see Toll Road with us coming up on Tuesday as well. But yeah, a bit early to be able to pull off that. Hopefully we can see that at some point. But yeah, We've so far reviewed, I want to say 3 on the channel. 3 different cheesesteaks. Let me check the Philadelphia mix.
Nick, yes, Nick and Toll are cool with each other.
Let me check the Philadelphia mix here.
Nick.
The Philadelphia stores and see where we have cheesesteak reviews. Also, Anna's cheesesteak is in one of our videos.
Yes.
Really good spot as well.
You were just driving down the road one day and
stopped off and checked that out.
Nick, we gotta get you on one of these lives because Nick is such a great basketball mind. We talk sports and basketball for.
It would be fun
for hours.
Nick, it would be fun to have you on for a Bucks-Sixers game.
Yes.
It would especially be fun because I believe you are also a bit of a hockey head.
Yes. Nick is
teach us hockey.
Yeah, teach us hockey and lacrosse.
Especially hockey.
I
have a pizza upstairs that's waiting.
But yeah, Nick, we got to get you on because you're at some point for some stream because Nick is Nick's a legend as he's been called. I've told some of my friends in Milwaukee. I said, "Yeah, Nick, we'll have to arrange whenever. Just tell me. We'll figure that out." Text. I got my tablets right here. You can text me. Toll Road is awesome. Wayside Way. We had a great time with him seeing the Flyers play the Hawks at I think it's Hagen Arena. Hopefully I got that right. In Philadelphia. So at the end of the third quarter, it is 96-93. Nets currently, as we get back to the game here. Bobby Portis with 20 points. Giannis with 23. On the Nets side, we have with 26 Kyrie Irving. So that's that. This is again a Bucks versus Nets stream. And remember, Bucks and 6, 2021 NBA champs. So now the Bucks have the ball, and they're trying to tie this thing up. And now it will be a 1-point game. Drew Holiday hits a mid-range shot. 96-95. Bucks back in it. And no good for the Nets. Bucks are going to have a chance to take the lead, but I think there's a foul. We have 11:35 left here in the fourth. Google is behind, so that's kind of a problem. So we've been live for over 2 hours now. Glad for all of you to be with us as the Nets make it a 2-point game.
97-95.
Aldridge hits the first, and
let's see. Would you like to try some of the pizza?
Not right now. I'm full.
Okay.
I have pasta.
That will fill you.
On break.
I still, by the way, want to get to Italian Market in Philly and buy some of the fresh pasta at some of the fresh pasta places. Oh my gosh.
We were stuck in Italian Market for like 30 minutes talking to 2 ladies and telling us that we live in Delco and not Philly.
For those, we're not going to give any more information on where we live.
Yeah, and they were just
tie game. 3-pointer.
Yeah, they were talking about this and that and how we don't live in Philly, and I don't know where.
We live in Philly.
Yeah,
as far as we live in Philly.
Yeah,
that's not. Yeah, we do not put on tape where we live though. For if someone watches this broadcast again. To give too much information.
Yeah.
Bobby is crazy good.
Yeah,
Bobby POTUS. Bobby POTUS.
Did he just hit another one?
I think he might have.
Yep, that was him, I think.
And the Bucks take a 1-point lead. 10:37 left.
Yeah, but as far as we're concerned, we live in Philly.
101-100. And it's time for a celebratory piece of
Bucks get the ball back.
Za.
Nice. Who knows?
This is barbecue chicken with red onion.
Who knows where we live? I don't know. There are too many thingy things here in Philly. Yeah, we live in Philly.
Drew Holiday at the line.
Yup.
I'm sorry this is turning into a live mukbang.
That's fine. So, Holiday hits it. 2-point game. 10-17 left.
Now,
so here we go. Holiday for the second free throw. Misses. It's going to be roof and ball.
I know Fox uses it for college basketball, but I miss the NBA on NBC with the NBA on NBC theme. Where it should be.
When I played that song for Nick the other day over FaceTime, his reaction was like,
Giannis going to the line?
That's sick. Nick is
LOL, rub it in. Just to call mukbang, we'll never call that. I may have to go off camera for the other pieces of pizza that I'm going to have.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're going to make everyone hungry. Giannis at the line. And he will... Don't make noise. You're distracting him.
They can't hear it.
I know, but 103. No, not yet. You're doing it wrong.
No.
You're doing it wrong. No, it's... Bang!
104-100.
Here we go.
This is why the Bucks are world champions. Because they have the capability, like that, to turn a 13-point deficit into a 4-point lead. They are that talented, that quick striking. They can turn on their game on both sides of the floor.
Oh, yeah.
And
is that
dominate.
Goaltending? I think that was goaltending.
No, it's not out of bounds. They get the ball back with 14 seconds of the 24 to reset the clock to 14.
Now the NBA on Fox Sports Network scene. That's like my childhood right there.
That's true.
On a Thursday night from 5.
Foul called on Giannis, and he is incredulous, thinking that he got a block.
From Thursday, like on a Thursday night, just talking with my friends in Milwaukee on FaceTime, watching the game. Jim Paschke, Marcus Johnson, Katie George.
Oh, I miss Jim Paschke, but I give Lisa Byington credit, the new TV voice of the Milwaukee Bucks, the first woman ever to be a full-time play-by-play TV voice of a major pro sports team in America, full-time as the number one announcer for a team.
Yeah.
Lisa is awesome. Great announcer.
Katie George actually left the Bucks to go to ESPN. Now Zora Stevenson, also a really good reporter. But
yeah, you see Zora Stevenson on the Olympic coverage this year on NBC, by the way.
What?
She did stuff for NBCOlympics.com and
I did not know that.
For the Peacock app.
Nick, it was right before Kate Scott.
Yep. I think Lisa Byington beat Kate Scott by like 2 days.
Yeah, it was right at the same time.
Yeah, and because she did the opener for the Bucks, I think it was the day before the Sixers, she beat Kate Scott by a day. But Kate Scott's awesome too.
Hold on, but the Bucks opener was on national television.
I think it was still on Bucks on
Valley.
Yeah. I think it was still on Bucks local TV as well too. 106-102, 8:44
Here
left.
we go.
The Bucks continuing to keep that margin, and they
good.
could expand after a 3-point miss by Brooklyn.
Giannis.
And,
Bobby wanted that 3.
And he lost control, but he drew a foul. He drew a foul on Brooklyn. That may have been more of a think for that on that possession, Bobby Portis may have gone to Marquette's theater school. I will give him credit for that.
That's what we say about Jay Crowder.
Yes, that's very true.
Went to Marquette? No.
Yeah, that in that playoff space, in that playoff series. Did we grow up in Philly? Sorry, you only know me as Sorgi. My first name's Jay. Sorgi is my last name. I grew up in Milwaukee.
I grew up in Milwaukee.
Yeah, we lived there our entire lives until this past year, because I grew up in Milwaukee, and I worked for the radio station that covers and has the Milwaukee Bucks games in the radio, as well as the Green Bay Packers and the Milwaukee Brewers. WTMJ Radio in Milwaukee. It is a fantastic radio station, one of the great radio stations of America. As a foul is called on the Bucks, and
that was not a foul. That was a clean block.
With 8:08 left, and Brooklyn's going to the line for 2. So I was at that station for 22 years. The radio industry got demolished during COVID because the radio industry is based on business's secondary spending.
Yeah.
You don't need to spend on radio ads in order for your business to literally survive. And so companies were trying to figure out, how do we make it through this time of COVID when we're not getting any business? Well, you cut back the unnecessary expenditures for survival. That is why so many radio stations, their revenues plummeted.
Yeah.
I don't know the full numbers of what it was back at WTMJ.
Allen trying to get on. And
Woo!
Grayson Allen.
3 by Grayson Allen.
What was his first points of the game?
Might have been. 7:41 left, Bucks up 109-103.
First point, or no, those weren't his first points of the game.
So he's got 5 so far tonight. But basically, the radio industry got demolished. There were cutbacks all over the place with a lot of radio stations and a lot of radio station groups. And I was one of those cutbacks that WTMJ had to make to financially survive.
Bucks ball.
And I mean, it hurt. It was sad. I get it. It was a business move. I don't take it personally. I understand how it worked. But it then... I love this, Misha. Thank you. Oh, okay, cool. Isn't that where Welcome Back Cotter was set? It actually wasn't. Happy Days was set there. Laverne and Shirley was set there. But in one sense, me losing my job at WTMJ became a golden ticket.
Yeah, because, and for me too, because as Nick said, Nick and I are very, very, very good friends.
But the reason why we moved to Philadelphia was because it was among a whole bunch of cities where I was applying for jobs so that we could be closer to where my wife, your mommy, is from, Charleston, West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And this was the place where I found the job. The great KYW News Radio, another one of the great radio stations of America.
No, you said it wrong. It's KYW News Radio. Da, da, da. Now on FM 103.9.
Exactly. And you were going to say, Nisha, Laverne and Shirley. And yes, there is so much to do in Philadelphia. And Wayside Way, you know Laverne and Shirley after watching Wayne's World. Now, a little tip for you. If you ever get to Milwaukee, go to Lakefront Brewery. Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, when we go back this summer, we got to go and shoot a chicken and curds there.
Oh, yeah.
Some say best cheese curds in the city. Yep.
I remember having them. I don't remember how good they were.
But for adults, and I don't think you went on that tour. I think it's only for adults. They take you on the Lakefront Brewery tour. They have the Laverne and Shirley machine that moves the beer towards the beer trucks. They have it at their facility, the one that was in Laverne and Shirley. Got to check that place out. Got to have their fish fry, which is so good. Gotta bring their beer.
I want fish fry.
Oh man,
I miss fish fry, brother. Nick especially. I feel bad for you, Nick. You don't know what a fish fry is, probably. It's the greatest. It's fried fish.
Yes.
And people will, like, there will be lines a mile long in some cities in Wisconsin to get.
We are going to miss Wisconsin Friday fish fries, especially during Lent.
Give me some fried walleye from, what's it called?
Oh, Kegel's.
Kegel.
Where we used to live. So good.
Okay,
You've only been to Wisconsin, Nisha, Wisconsin Dells, and Mall of America for that area. That is a great spot to go to as well, Mall of America. Wisconsin Dells is the water park capital of the world.
Nick says, all I know is Chicky and Beats crab fries.
Let's see. Wayside Wade, I'm trying to coordinate a cheese curd date with Dave and Kathy when they return. Do what we did on your cheese curd date. I'm going to go look this up on our channel and link it for you. We did a tour of the 4 fried cheese curd locations that surround the Wisconsin state capitol. Yes, 4 spots that offer fried cheese curds that literally surround the state capitol. We're calling this the cheese curd crawl. Go check that video out, and you'll see the brilliance of fried cheese curds. Let's see. We're a bit behind here. Let's see. Wayside Wade, you are correct. Okay. Have we ever been to Max up there? Max? Not sure what you're referring to. I should know that, but it's not coming out. And Chicky and Pete's here in Philadelphia, Nick, is legendary. Their Krabby fries are really good, but they're spicy. They're
spicy for me, at least.
But they're really good.
So 109, 103, or 717 left. Bucks lead at 5-4, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And guess who played earlier?
In that same arena.
The Marquette Golden Eagles beating the Butler Bears. I'm getting the Butler Bulldogs. Mm-hmm. I said that earlier, too.
The Butler Bulldog has been to Cops.
The Butler Bulldog was in the arena.
Yeah, right, today. But the Butler Bulldog has been to Cops.
Did it have ice cream?
No, it had frozen custard.
Okay, yeah.
Because frozen custard is a million times better than ice cream.
Fact.
Oh.
Someone in Nick and I's class said that it was that frozen custard was worse than ice cream. I'm like, what did you say?
Wayside Wade talking about Max. It's like a fast food place with macaroni and cheese dishes, better than fast food quality macaroni and cheese. Yes, absolutely.
There's a problem with the rim.
Oh, that explains it. Thank you. We are not watching the actual game view. We are watching what's known as the above the rim view.
Yeah, it gives you a different perspective.
Right, so that we can perhaps get a better view of who's doing what while we are doing sort of our view of the game and explanation of the game.
Yeah.
So we thank you for that. If you have a problem with the rim, what do? If you can't repair the rim, you roll out a new hoop. I don't know if they have a new hoop in store. They might, but this could be like a half-hour delay.
Yeah, usually
Nick, you described it very well. It takes 30 minutes.
Yeah, usually at they're fixing the netting.
Oh, the netting is short then. That's that. If it was like a bent rim that was like out of whack because like Daryl Dawkins dunked on it or something. Legendary Six. You ever heard of Daryl Dawkins?
Yeah, or if Shaq dunked on it and broke all the glass.
Right. I mean, when you have an individual who names his dunks like Daryl Dawkins did, and he's like, I had a dunk called Yo Mama. I mean, that's just beautiful. Root beer cheers. Another great thing to get from Wisconsin. We brought it from Wisconsin to Philadelphia. We brought in Sprecher root beer and Sprecher sodas. So incredible. Find it at your local stores if you can find it somewhere.
I have Powerade. That's all I have.
Let's see. Nick, yes, Chocolate Thunder. That was Daryl Dawkins' nickname.
Chocolate
The man was
Sprecher!
just bonkers.
Sprecher. I love Sprecher.
We are talking about Daryl Dawkins dunking and Sprecher root beer. This is why this chat's so awesome.
And now we're going to talk about Slap Your Mama hot sauce.
Yeah.
That's a hot sauce brand.
This is how we fill time during a netting delay.
Yeah.
The New Orleans Saints, their TV preseason broadcasts actually had a sponsorship where the red zone, when the team entered the red zone, it was, I believe, it was the Slap Yo Mama hot sauce red zone. Because there was an actual product called Slap Your Mama hot sauce that was a sponsor of the Saints TV broadcast. There was so much rightful public outcry, and we are back to live action 109, 103, Bucks 7:14 left. There was so much public outcry over, and for the right reasons, because it gives the wrong image of what you should be doing in life. To have a product like that called that. And so the team finally decided, yeah, we cannot have that as a name.
No.
And we had to let go of that sponsorship. It was the right move for them to make. Oh, my gosh. Wayside Wade. Let's talk about Nick first here. I'm showing Ben Simmons on the sideline is hurting your soul. There's still too much anger in this town.
Dawkins dunking while drinking his Sprecher.
He probably could have done that, and he would have broken the glass backboard as well as the glass of the root beer bottle. Misha, we have Sprecher out here at Menards, a home improvement spot of all places. You have it at Menards because Menards is a Wisconsin-owned company.
Yeah, because you're going to save big money at Menards.
Wayside Wade knows it. Menards, originated in Wisconsin and Eau Claire. And then Misha saying, if we ever make it to Virginia, try a red hot and blue barbecue place.
Ooh, right.
We have plans for Washington, D.C. We may be getting to Virginia pretty soon as well. 110, 103, Bucks, 6:47 left. They are about to expand. Almost expanded their lead. And yes, Nick, you still have a bit of love for Ben Simmons. He was here. He put in his effort. It just didn't work out.
Kind of funny.
Yeah, it just wasn't what was needed, especially in a key situation. And then, yeah, he decided he didn't want to play here, which is the ultimate insult to Sixers fans.
Yeah. Stories is the Wisconsin hub. Wisconsin,
we're glad
Philadelphia, everything.
We are glad to be. Oh, Misha. Let's see. He lived in the Alexandria area. Okay. Red hot and blue barbecue place. That's going to have to be on our list. Now, you're not a big barbecue fan necessarily.
No, but I am a fan of Giannis shooting free throws.
Was that
a good transition?
Now for something completely different, as they used to say on Monty Python's Flying Circus. Giannis, we're almost halfway through the fourth quarter. Milwaukee up by 7.
Oh! Come on, Yanni.
Missing it.
Alexandria,
Minnesota. Where is that in the state? Is that close? I don't think that's close to the Twin Cities, at least to my recollection. All right, he's got the ball. He takes all 10 seconds.
Or more.
Boom.
Nick saying,
8-point lead.
I love it. Andre Drummond, he was dominating.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, he saved a drowning child.
All right.
Man saved a drowning child.
Yes, good man. Yeah. Very good man. Now I got our, let's see.
We're all updated.
Is it red, white, and barbecue? Is that the name of the place again? What was it?
Red, hot, and blue.
Red, hot, and blue. Okay. I'm going to look that up while we see the Bucks miss on their attempt to extend the game, the lead to 10.
Fan trying to help Seth Curry get the ball.
And the fans are nice there.
Red, hot,
and blue.
It's a chain, it looks like.
Let's see.
It's fine. We have Willie Cauley-Stein. That's true. So, 5-point game.
5-point game. It is. Is it still called Red Hot and Blue? Let's see. Yes, it is still called that. There is a location, it appears, in Fairfax, Virginia, that we're looking up as the Bucks miss. Brooklyn gets the ball back with 5:11 left.
And DeMar DeRozan was ejected from the, I think, Bulls Grizzlies game. Tight game, got ejected.
Ooh.
Bad to hear. It says here, according to Bleacher Report, Bullstar got his second tech of the night after turning the ball over late in 116-110 loss to Memphis.
Bobby Portis with a mid-range jumper after faking a guy out with a fake three-point shot.
Wade saying, CJ, this is why I said that I'm here for the long haul.
Cheese curds and Sprecher.
Now, hold on. This could be, I don't know how good this would be, but just throwing this out there.
Mm-hmm.
Sprecher battered cheese curds.
Beer battered, perhaps.
But no, soda battered.
No.
Yeah,
soda battered
that'd be
doesn't
weird.
really work.
That'd be weird, but fun to try.
What soda's actually really good for, though, is if you make like a slow cook barbecue and you like slow cook it in Coca-Cola. I've done that before. So good.
Andre Ovald.
Let's see. Red Hot and Blue, they don't have cheese curds.
No.
Every restaurant we go to, I recommend that they add cheese curds to the menu. 107 and 112 or 112, 107 bucks up, but
Andre's a double. I might have to partially side with Anthony on this one. Me saying that it'd be interesting to try soda fried cheese curds. That's an interesting concept.
but the thing is that beer is a much better batter because of how it's chemically constituted.
Yeah, but I think it would be just interesting to try because why not?
Wayside Wade nailing it.
Chocolate cheese is the best.
Chocolate and cheese, Pepsi flavored filling for donuts. I've never had the Pepsi flavored, but that could be good.
So
as we're at a break with Milwaukee up on Brooklyn 112-108 with under 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We're going to give you another video link to check out.
And I'm not saying that it would be good to try soda fried. I'm just saying that it's that I would try it. Because why not? This is, just why not? Why not try stuff like that?
And I'm putting the link where we found chocolate cheese.
No, I want chocolate cheese so bad right now.
It is a legendary spot between Milwaukee and Chicago called the Mars Cheese Castle. Go look it up. Go check out our video. He did not think chocolate cheese existed. We found it. It may be the greatest food ever created.
Other than cheese curds. What if you did this? What if you did this? This probably wouldn't go well, but why not try it? Cheese curds, but with chocolate cheese in the middle instead of cheddar cheese. That's another interesting combination.
That could be ridiculous. And the thing is, I think cheese curds work well for frying because they don't as easily melt out of the batter because they hold their solidness because they're curds. So I'm not sure it would work, but it's worth a shot.
See, soda fried cheese curds, and that's an interesting idea. Just try it because why not? And also try chocolate cheese curds.
And I gotta tell you, Misha, I'm looking at the Red Hot and Blue, and I see the bourbon molasses sauce. Come to Papa. Come to Papa with chicken wings with bourbon molasses sauce. Man.
I'm definitely with Anthony. Thank you, Wayside.
And I also would need to try the Brunswick stew. We talked about the foods that we want to try in Atlanta when we go see the Brewers play Atlanta down there, the defending world champion Braves.
New Brunswick?
No, Brunswick stew.
I know, I'm kidding.
That's on my list, and the restaurant's down there.
We were in New Brunswick, weren't we? New Jersey?
Yeah, New Brunswick, New Jersey, not New Brunswick, the province of Canada.
Oh, that is a province of Canada. I forgot.
Let's see. I'm seeing the rubs and sauces for their ribs. Ooh, Moho Mile Bourbon Molasses.
I'm gonna be.
Oh man!
I'm just gonna be walking around a little, but I'll be right here.
And yes, Misha, they have brisket. Oh, so happy, so happy. You're talking my language now. They have 8 sauces on the side. Devil spit.
Oh, I'm stretching.
As a believer, I ain't touching devil spit. I'm not doing that. 112, 108 Bucks up on Brooklyn. 4:03 left in regulation in this contest. Kyrie Irving checking back into the game.
Nick, you get that. No one else will, but it's a
I'll need an explanation on what I'm bending means.
It's a thing we do at school where we just bend. And we said, I'm bending.
Wayside Wade asking the question. It's time to ask Misha about cheese curds, ketchup or ranch.
Ketchup.
I'm a ranch fan. I'm a ranch fan.
But I also use ranch.
And this is so beautiful. I'm sitting here and I have no idea what we are talking about.
You know what bending is, Nick. You know, because you're.
Yes, you do.
You know what bending is.
And Brooklyn with hitting down low. I'm not sure that's going to. It does count. They got a chance at a 3-point play here. They've made it 112, 110 at 3:47 left.
Nick, I'm bending. There was a kid in our class who was really funny. And it goes, I'm bending. And also, instead of sitting in a chair normally, he goes like this. He sits like this.
Bucks get the rebound and miss free throw. It is 112, 110, 3:41 left. Okay. I have to ask you, I'm not going to out exactly where you live, Misha, but I personally know it. I'm going to ask you how close you are to a place called The Pennant. The Pennant in your hometown. The location is currently closed at the moment, but they are open.
They have chicken tenders. They have mac and cheese bites. They have roasted garlic parmesan. Okay.
And in their apps, they list fried cheese curds. Misha, I'm giving you an assignment. Go to The Pennant and get fried cheese curds.
Yeah.
And tell us what you think. I'm not going to say it's going to necessarily be as good as what we've experienced in Wisconsin, but I'm giving you that assignment. Sorry, Wayside, you say the curd texture isn't too appealing to me, but I would pick ranch. The curd texture is not something that you're going to necessarily taste as much because it's fried, but what it does is hold the cheese in a solid form while still tasting melty if it's done right. And you say you're going to do that. Awesome. You like ranch first, ketchup a close second. Sriracha. I've never tried sriracha with fried cheese curds, but I highly would say give it a shot. Definitely. Check out The Pennant. Let me know what you think. Let us know what you think. 112, 110. Bucks in a close one. 3:16 left. Buckle up. Fasten your seatbelts. You got some turbulence coming.
Go. Defense. 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 Defense.
Oh, catch up with chicken nuggets. Absolutely.
I like those. Nick and I were talking about chicken nuggets yesterday. We were talking about Chick-fil-A.
Brooklyn with a 3-pointer to take the lead. 113, 112 under 3 minutes.
I can go with some good Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets.
Milton left wide open. You do not leave him wide open. Andre Drummond, or he does that to you and hits a mid-range jumper to give Milwaukee the 114-113 lead. 2:42 left.
Kyrie.
Now we're in nervous territory. Step back.
No good.
Off balance.
Bucks rebound.
Yes.
Whose ball is it?
Did he step out of bounds, or was there a timeout called? I believe the timeout was called. Or was it a foul?
Couldn't tell.
I believe it's a foul, and
Oh.
Milwaukee goes to the line with 2:29 left.
Oh, Drew. Okay. Let's go, Drew.
Even better, by the way,
Philly
with
zone.
fried cheese curds than ketchup and ranch, garlic Parmesan sauce.
Thanks. Oh.
Oh, Drew Holiday missing the first.
Misha Lee. I think you have Culver's where you are, so you gotta try that.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me look it up. Let me see.
You have to.
And did he miss the second as well?
I think they're in your area. No, yeah, he did.
He did. Okay, looking it up. Misha, you have a Culver's.
Near you.
Yes, and Freddy's.
And Fred, we have a Freddy's here.
Culver's. Go there. Get the fried cheese curds. Please let us know what you think.
Nick, are you going to Freddy's on Monday too? Our school is doing a fundraiser at Freddy's, and I am going and getting my cheese curds from Freddy's.
Tie ball game on a free throw with 2:20 left.
And my frozen custard. Seth Curry at the line, former Philadelphia 76er. Yes, Nick, good. And you got to get those cheese curds.
And it's 1:15, 1:14 Brooklyn after that free throw. 2:18 left. You can tell this is a regular season game because if this was a postseason game, we would not be discussing cheese curds. I'm sorry, Wade, but we would not be discussing cheese curds. Oh, did Giannis just flush it? Yes, he did. 2 minutes left. The Bucks up 1.
Okay, Nick, I'm in. We'll have to arrange that. We will eat cheese. Okay, bet. I'm in.
And I appreciate that you will try again just for us the fried cheese curds at Culver's, and you will find brilliance. And pop out for a 3-pointer by Brooklyn. They make it 118, 116, 139 left in regulation. These beautiful, stressful, fantastic, exciting, you need your heart medication kind of games.
Oh,
Giannis
where's the
with a
rebound?
fall.
Where's the rebound?
With a fallaway jumper that did not go, and there were no rebounders underneath to try and get the basketball. Brooklyn has the lead with 1:15 left. 1:15 left. Let's see.
That works.
I don't blame you.
And you do have the icky shuffle though.
Turnaround jumper by Brooklyn, no good. The Bucks get the ball back. With exactly a minute left, they can tie the game or take the lead. This is when you ask your MVP to be an MVP, and he just committed a turnover.
Backcourt violation. Oh,
a bad pass to Holiday that went
Was that
errant.
tipped off Holiday, or was that a bad pass?
I missed whether it was just a bad pass or not. Oh,
Freddy's frozen custard. Yeah, it's out here.
Misha. Freddy's frozen custard is about 10 minutes from us.
A lot of the kids in Nick and I's class are like cheese curds, and I'm like, they're fried cheddar cheese balls. And they're like, ew. I'm like,
oh, it's good.
Like, what are you
Don't knock it till you try
about? I'm like, what are you?
Don't knock it till you try it. It's cheese and it's fried food. Kyrie Irving playing one human basketball going 1-on-5.
Go.
Doesn't work. He missed a jump shot.
Let's go, Giannis.
Bucks down 2 with 30 seconds left. And Giannis is blocked as he goes to the hole. Uh-oh. Do we have a little bit of anger underneath being expressed that we can't see the view of because we have the above basket view. It looks like things are calm.
Oh yeah, Freddy's is nationwide.
And the Bucks call a timeout.
Nick, can you confirm that do you know I heard Raising Cane's is coming out here. That's actually the talk of math class.
Let's look it up.
Nick and I are in different math classes, but that was the talk of our math classes about how Raising Cane's is coming in to Philly. And I love Raising Cane's. Andre stared him down. Yeah, he did. That's true.
Okay, as we look up Raising Cane's, it appears there are no current locations, but Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Put in
look up.
PA.
Also, we should look up New Jersey as we're sitting here.
True.
We've been to Raising Cane's as well.
Nick, but the first math teacher talks about Patrick Mahomes. She calls him Patrick Mahomes, not Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, Misha, you live close to Kansas City. You might need to talk to Nick's math teacher about how to pronounce Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen and Selena Gomez's cousin. And I honestly want to be in your math class, Nick, because at the same time, we say confuzzles in our class.
Let's see.
I've always been curious about Canes. Is it like A&W? Have you Misha says, have you guys made it to Lancaster? We made it to Hershey before we started the channel, but no when it comes to Lancaster.
Hershey Farms Smorgasbord.
I hear s'mores.
Let's see. Cane's is not as much like an A&W.
Cane's has
No.
You get your chicken tenders with your sauce, and you get your Texas toast.
And as an example, we are going to give you after. I tell you what, we're going to be in action right now, so I'm not going to interrupt our live feed as Brooklyn's about to go to the line with a 2-point lead, 21.7 seconds left. But during the next break, we're going to put in a link to our Raising Cane's experience. Drummond made the free throw and shush Bobby Portis. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Nick, for the update.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
And you don't shush Bobby Portis and get away with it. You typically don't.
Nope.
So at the next stoppage of play, we're going to link in our Raising Cane's experience in Chicago, right by Wrigley Field, no less.
And there's not going to be a stoppage of play because it's a 3-point game.
Missed free throw, and the Bucks have it with three-point game. And I think we just got Grayson Allen going to the line for three. He puts up a 3-point attempt and gets fouled while doing it.
I thought he was actually putting up that shot off balance. I was like, what are you
It was
doing?
extremely off balance.
He was literally like, he was the...
Yeah, once this game's over, you're going right to bed, buddy.
Yeah, I know. It was like, he was literally like...
All right. These are critical free throws. Boom!
2-point game.
2-point game. 2-point game. Oh, I wish I could be in this arena right now. I wish I could be in this arena.
Everyone on their feet.
And we are starting to make plans, by the way, for our baseball travels.
Yes.
And we're starting to make plans for when we are coming back home to Milwaukee.
Oh, we missed it!
Oh, man.
Oh, no, Grayson. You're killing me, Grayson.
It's not a killer because as long as he makes the next one, it's a 1-point game. You then foul. Worst that can happen is another 3-point game, and you get another possession.
So,
it's not ideal, but you still have a chance if he makes this free throw.
Here comes.
Please, yes. All right, so you got to then foul. Brooklyn up 1 point with 14.6 seconds left.
Goodness.
All right. We're going to now link in
Our 20th link of the video. Ow.
Oh, buddy, I'm sorry.
Chill.
I elbowed him like Dennis Rodman.
Yeah. Like,
that was not intentional.
It was like. There, that's what you get back.
Thanks. So this is our review of Raising Cane's in Chicago.
Outside of Wrigley Field.
Right outside Wrigley. And it is the only chicken tender place we've ever been to that had a disco ball. Oh, and yes, Raising Cane's is coming to Philadelphia. It's coming to University City. Right by the Palestra where we went to check out some basketball.
Okay. My leg is stiff.
Uh-oh.
All that jump roping in gym, Nick, you know what that does to
As long as it's not cramping.
No, it's not cramping. I've had plenty of stuff. Oh, Nick, you know what jump rope does to you.
Oh, man. Oh, man. 14.6 left. 119-118. Brooklyn has the ball.
Yup.
The Bucks need to immediately foul to send them to the line so they cannot shoot a three-pointer and cannot run the clock down. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Now I have the Thursday Night Football CBS in my head.
I'll get out of your head. Back to basketball. Okay, they get the ball in bounds. Start fouling. Foul, please. They finally do with 8.9 seconds
That took
left.
a long time. Bot.
Bot. Bye-bye, Bot.
Who you cheering for, Bot?
He gone.
They on.
Oh, 8.9 left, and Brooklyn's shooting free throws with Kyrie Irving at the line. Oh, man.
Yeah, Wayside Wade on bottle alert. Wayside Wade's always on bottle alert. Wayside Wade's good with that.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Irving makes the first.
Okay, 120-118,
2-point
8.9
game.
left. I give Brooklyn credit before that foul of Grayson Allen. They did a great job covering the three-point line and not giving Milwaukee a really clear opportunity at a three-pointer.
Yeah, I have the NBC theme in my head.
It's where this game should really be on because the NBA needs to be back on NBC.
Yeah.
I missed that big time. They did it the best. Even though ABC and ESPN's been doing the NBA now for
3-point
20
game.
years. 3-point game. As Irving makes both free throws. Milwaukee calling its final timeout with 8.9 seconds left.
Was anyone else celebrating when it was 2:22 p.m. on 2/22/22? Just random thing. Were you celebrating?
I was busy working.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I was busy working. Did you mark that in class?
Oh, yeah, we had a party.
That's right.
10-second party.
Did you celebrate 2/22/22? No, 2/22 on 2/22/22. Did you celebrate that? Let's see.
Bop it. Yeah, or whatever it's called.
Where you bop the prairie dogs or whatever. Need to be ready to
Whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole. You know what? I'm prepared.
Don't whack me.
I am prepared.
Don't whack me. Don't whack me.
I'm not going to whack you or any other human being.
Oh, no, I don't know
But
what's
if
happening.
they're bots, we are prepared.
Whack a bot.
We are prepared to bot them, to bop the bot with a bottle of the greatest sauce ever created. Secret Stadium sauce.
Okay. But, yeah, everyone was celebrating Tuesday, as they call it. You could.
That's true. Nice one.
Yeah, everyone called it Tuesday. So here we go. 8.9 seconds. Whack-a-bot.
We whack bots with Secret Stadium sauce.
Whack-a-bot, whack-a-bot, whack-a-bot.
Okay, the Bucks are inbounding on their offensive zone.
Here we go.
8.9 left.
Get it out.
You know they've got to shoot a three.
Foul.
And there was a foul committed before he could get a shot off. Now, the question is it just a two-shot foul because it was not in the act of shooting, or is it a three-shot foul? And
They're talking over it.
It appears, I think it's just going to be two.
Can't tell.
Again, we don't have the sound up.
Seth Curry mad about the call.
But if I'm Seth Curry, I'm happy.
Don't forget Hershey Park.
Well,
Yeah,
of
we
course
love
we
Hershey
can't
Park.
Forget about Hershey Park,
We went
but
to
especially the Hershey factory.
And
Free throw number one barely rolls in.
Thank you, goodness, Chris Robinson. I thought that. Thank you, goodness. I thought that was not in.
Yeah, we do not. We do not believe necessarily that we should pray to God for a result.
I didn't say thank God.
I'm not
I said
saying you're
thank
doing that.
goodness.
I'm not saying you're doing that, but just to say we don't pray to God for results. You should pray to God to be who you're supposed to be.
I pray to God
in life.
for results.
I don't.
I've done that a lot.
I don't think God cares who wins or loses a game. But
Please. Gonna make. I can't tell. If
Free
this-
throw number 2. I think it's just 2 free throws.
Yeah.
Because the players are crouching in.
He made it.
He made both, so it's 121-120, which means it's going to be another foul situation.
Brooklyn uses their last time out.
The Bucks have to foul here and force Brooklyn into a situation where they go to the line. The Happy Hodag. How I got that song stuck in my head. The NBA on NBC theme. Great song to have stuck in your head. You could do much worse than that. Much worse.
Everyone, go back to our Super Bowl stream. We did our own halftime show. Yeah, we did. We were on the piano, on the keyboard.
Oh, and now inside Fiserv Forum, there is this. What song is this that they're doing? They're doing some sort of song where everyone has to raise their hands of some sort, or are they just recognizing people randomly on the Jumbotron? I think that's all they're doing. I was trying to figure out if they were doing like the Lift the Baby Lion King song. Circle of life. I'll stop.
Pennsylvania, Kumaya.
Oh boy, what's this? Let's see. La Isla. Oh, from your previous video, Wayside Wade. Madonna's La Isla Bonita. I much prefer the NBA and NBC theme. No offense, but I much prefer that.
I need this pillow. I'm cold. I need my pillow.
Instead of the song by Ms. Ciccione from Detroit.
Good pillow. What do y'all think about the pillow?
The pillow of the defending world champion Milwaukee Bucks. Let's see the inbounds pass heading in. Brooklyn gets it and an immediate foul on Kyrie Irving with 7.3 seconds left.
Right now, it just doesn't feel like it's all that anything is on the side of the Bucks right now.
The odds are against them, but this is where you get a guaranteed chance to send the game to overtime, no matter what. If you rebound,
it's 11:20, and you're just like, Wayside Wade. I actually have the NBA on NBC theme like on iTunes. It's one of
That's true.
It's one of at one time it was like my alarm.
Free throw number 1 is good by Irving. 122-120. Substitutions happening right now.
It's gonna be Mills coming out. Came over from San Antonio.
Free throw number 2.
Patty Mills had a great performance in the Olympics for Team Australia, and came to Brooklyn. So here we go.
Try to distract him. 123-120, and the Bucks don't have a timeout, so they have to inbound it. Oh, interesting. Brooklyn going with full court pressure to make it hard on them. And they are immediately fouled in the backcourt to again create a situation where you can't get 3 points out of it.
This is the NBA on NBC. There, that's my bad singing.
Look up the hip hop song "Heart of a Champion." They remixed that song and did it with.
Holiday missed it.
I missed the free throw.
No,
Now you have to purposely miss and rebound.
3. Yeah, you have to miss this. If he makes this, I'm gonna be mad, honestly. And I like. Who's moving this camera? A bot? They have a bot moving the camera. They have someone controlling the bot to move the camera. Whack a bot. Here we go. Shot is up.
He made it. So now, though, they're in a situation where they have to foul and make Brooklyn, and Brooklyn has to miss a free throw.
Yeah, it's tough.
This is killer. This is killer. Finally, the foul happens with 5.6 left.
And it looks like the Bucks.
Kyrie Irving has to miss the free throw. Good Lord. This is sad. This is sad.
Okay. So
sad.
Yep, here we go.
Just rats again. He missed it. It worked.
Yes.
Everyone out there,
Yes.
scream.
Everyone throughout all of America,
Throughout the
entire
world.
Andre Drummond comes out of the game. Here we go.
5.6 seconds left. The Bucks have life. Now they've got it. If they make the shot, the Bucks can still tie it with a 3-pointer. If they miss it, the Bucks have to rebound. So now the Bucks don't have a timeout. They have to advance with 5.6 seconds left. Oh, Giannis has it. Why? Oh, I think he drove because he was fouled.
Yeah.
He was fouled. They're still playing that game. And now with 3.1 seconds left, it means a situation where you have to make one. But I think you now have to purposely miss the second and get the rebound.
It's hard to kind of purposely miss one because you have to. It's kind of hard. Sometimes when you try to miss,
Right.
You make it.
Yeah, and you have to hit the rim when you purposely miss. That's the key.
That's also hard to do.
Mm-hmm. He made the first.
That was
124,
I
122.
thought he missed that for a second, as we are going to have.
More defensive and offensive substitutions on both sides.
Yeah. Seth Curry coming out for Brooklyn.
Now they're focusing on guys who can rebound and play defense.
Yeah.
Although, actually, no, with Brooklyn thinking they're going to be in the offensive end.
Yeah.
Now, if you're Giannis, you need to purposely
Here
miss
we go.
it.
Giannis. Oh, there was some fighting in the backcourt.
Oh, he made it.
Why would you make it? 1 point game. Bucks foul.
2.1 left. So they play the foul game one more time.
And now it's gonna come down to a buzzer beater.
And in this situation, I could see Brooklyn making the first and purposely missing the second to make it harder for the Bucks to set up an actual play to go 94 feet.
Yeah.
And make that opportunity to get a half-quarter deep three.
Aldridge at the
hard.
line. Veteran.
Oh,
First
man.
one's up
Yep.
again.
Good.
2 point game. 2.1
One-
seconds.
125, 123.
Seth Curry back in for his team with the Sixers, and now the Nets Andre Drummond. He's had a great game.
And he doesn't have as big of a beard as James Harden, but he's got a pretty good beard.
Yeah.
So they still have a reasonable beard factor going with that team. All right. And he makes the second.
Oh, okay.
So the Bucks have to go full court to set up a 3-point shot.
Here's inbound.
And you know Brooklyn's going to foul. Giannis, turnaround three off the back of the rim.
This is it. Oh. A heartbreaker in Milwaukee.
Sad.
Heartbreaker
I'm sad.
in Milwaukee.
126, 123 Brooklyn over Milwaukee.
Yeah, what a great game.
That was a
though.
fantastic game, back and forth the whole time. Great game. And they're going to see each other potentially in the playoffs.
Yeah, this is just a tough
man.
one.
But yeah, this is fun. We're going to be back in 8 days for Bucks Suns. Check out our video on Tuesday with Toll Road, Dayton, and St. Joe's at the second of our Big Five basketball series.
Yeah.
Check that out and check out all our videos.
And we won't be doing this, but tomorrow at 1 p.m. ABC. I know Nick will be watching it. Sixers, Knicks.
Yes.
Good rivalry.
Long time NBA rivalry.
Yeah.
What should people do to check out more of what we do?
Like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell.
Ding,
ding,
ding, ding. Go join Sorgy Stories on Facebook. You can do the same thing on Instagram. And my Twitter account, the letter JSORGI. I send out both Sorgy Stories content and stuff from my job at KYW News Radio as well from there, and talk sport, a lot of sports. For little buddy, I'm Daddy.
And that's your dagger.
So long.
From Stormzy Story Studios in Philadelphia.
Thank you, all of you. Happy Hodag, Misha Lee, Wayside Wade, Nick, all of you. We'll see you.